morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. To anybody that's in here so far. John Doe, good morning. Josh, good morning. Let me see what Jordan said back to me. Establish, what's the word? Okay, Jordan. Okay. All right. Cowboys the real deal. Chiefs and Ravens, LOL, both are cooked. Two turn. What's the word? Good morning, everybody that's in here, man. Welcome back to another daily Facts and Stats show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time to roughly 1 o'clock or something like that today. Long as we talk about all three games, we are good. And I appreciate you all for being in here and tapping into the show today. Black Haji, what's the word? Appreciate you all being in here and tapping into the show today. And we want to see how this show go. If you look at my screen, I got a couple updates that I will be making throughout my layout. Got to update something today. Got to add my TikTok to the layout. But on the right side right here when I'm moving, 34 out of 50, you see that I have currently at the moment. No, I'm starting the left side. I start with the left side typically. On the left side, 21 out of 50. Excuse me. You will see that I have 21 members on YouTube. So I still have members on YouTube. Thank y'all for rocking with the platform. With that being said, though, if you are in here, you are not a member on YouTube, I would love for you all to become a member on YouTube. Help me get that number to 25, maybe even 30. Also, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and or thumbs up button. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's on YouTube to come across Facts and Stats and be willing to type in the chat, be willing to join the stage, be willing to come back on a day-to-day basis. That's what it's all about. And on the right side of things, and the link is in the description on the video to become a member if you're interested in becoming a member. On the right side, 34 out of 50, 34 YouTube subs. Whether it was gifted sub, whether somebody just subbed through Twitch, or whether somebody subbed through Amazon Prime. Thank y'all so much for that, for extending your support for the platform. If you are in here, you want to extend your support for the platform, there's a couple of things you guys can do. On Twitch, with my regular sub post from Nightbot will pop into the chat. I will say though, if you have Amazon Prime, 2 sub through Amazon Prime, as you get 2 sub for free. If you have Amazon Prime and you're not a sub, you get 2 sub for free with Amazon Prime. All you do is connect your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, and boom, you're good to go. So yeah, man. Either way, I appreciate the ones that's a member on YouTube, even from the ones that's been a member for like a year now, damn near. I think that's when I started it. I think I hit 500 subs a year ago, and that's what gave me that. And now we at like 1115 or something like that. So road to 1200, ultimately 2000, and just gonna keep stacking, keep trying to grow. And appreciate everybody that's following on Twitch as well, or follow on Twitch. I'll probably be gaming again later today. I had a good live stream on TikTok the other day. I am back, man. I'm back. I got a whole gaming community that rock with me, just like how y'all rock with me on Facts and Stats. I went live the other day. I went live 2 times this week. Saturday, popping, gained a couple of new followers, a lot of where you been and things like that. And then yesterday, like 20 something new followers, and made a little couple bucks. Yeah, man, you know, I'm making sure I tell them about Facts and Stats. So I'm going to continue to try to tell my gaming folks about Facts and Stats, the show, so they can come in here and turn into what Black Haji is. Black Haji came from TikTok, y'all. I will never forget that. Black Haji was a TikTok nigga that just supported me gaming wise, and I was promoting Facts and Stats while I was gaming, and Black Haji came in here, and he been in here ever since. And that's the goal, because I truly do believe that all people have to do is experience Facts and Stats for like a day or two, maybe even a week, and they probably want to come back over and over and over, because it's a authentic sports show. I do a great job at hosting. I think a lot of people do a great job at coming on the stage and speaking their mind in regards to whatever the topic is. Speaking of the topics today, you see it on the title, Facts Champ. Speaking of the topics today, you see it on the title of the show. We have to talk about I typed it really plain on Twitter, but on the TikTok and YouTube channel, you will see where it says Packers, Cowboys, Bengals all pull off Thanksgiving upsets. And then I just put Eagles versus Bears. I put the Eagles versus Bears preview. I couldn't type that out on YouTube. I hate my character limit. But we're going to be talking about all three of these games yesterday. And then briefly talking about the Bears versus Eagles. That game is at 3 p.m. I should and would be home, so I will be throwing that game on the screen. On top of that game or outside of that game, it is also rivalry week in college football. So you also have Georgia and Georgia Tech come on the screen at 3:30. So we'll be watching Eagles, Bears, Georgia Tech at 3:30, and then I think it's a college basketball game at 3. That come on Fox. Yeah, Florida versus Providence, for whatever that's worth. We're going to see what Florida is looking like. And I'm mad that game I really want to watch is come on earlier. I really want to watch UConn and Illinois. That game come on at freaking 12:30. I want to watch that game, but we're probably still going to be here. So we'll see. I'm probably not hosting past 1 p.m. or 1:30 today. And then that'll give me some time, like an hour and a half, to make time for TikTok and go live in game. And then I got to get ready for the watch party. After that, I got to get ready for the watch party. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. Yeah, thank y'all so much, man. I'm so excited. First and foremost, did everybody have a great Thanksgiving, bro? Like, nobody wanted to drop their plate yesterday. Like, that's crazy. Let me take a look. Nobody wanted to drop their plate. And I fucked up. Like, I was drinking. Took a couple shots. I posted my plate on my main page and not in the community. So let's judge my plate first real quick. I'm going to give my plate an honest grading real quick. I made an accident. Yeah, I posted on my main. I didn't post it in the community. So let's analyze this plate. Y'all can't really this right here, the little potato salad. This was a 10 out of 10, to be honest. You got the mac and cheese right here on the side. You got throw a little roll in there. Little devil egg right there. Got the shrimp right here. Can't really see it, but the little rice and peas. I am Jamaican. Got the rice and peas. And then this was turkey ham. This was a piece of turkey. And then this was beef something. I don't know what this was. This was beef something. With the greens, yeah, I slacked on the greens on this plate. My second plate had like salad and stuff like that. So this plate right here, bruh. Drop y'all grade in the chat 1 out of 10. This plate, I give it a cool little. Shit, that shit look good. I don't know. I need to see y'all grade before I grade. That shit look good, nigga. That plate looked good. 7? Okay. 8.5. 8.5. 8 out of 10. Solid 8. Alright. I'll take that. Any other ratings in the chat? No, what you rate that joint? I see you in here. What you rate that joint? Plating is bad, no green, 6. What? The plating is bad? Everything is separated that need to be separated. You got the potato salad here in this one little portion. You got the mac and cheese taking over a whole side of the plate. Everything is plated good. Yes, I'm missing the greens for sure. You right about that. 7 out of 7, Jordan Woods. Rain at 8. Okay, I feel like that's actually good plating, to be honest. So I'm averaging about with YouTube and Twitch, I'm average out about an 8. I got a 7, 8.5, 8, 8.5, 6, 8, 7.5, 7.78. So I'm averaging about an 8, 7.8. So that's me. I was supposed to drop this in the community again. I was lit, so I posted on my main page on accident. I am going to delete this. I'm not going to have a freaking main page picture on my a picture of food on my main page. Well, I don't really care. It's not that deep. Next, I'm gonna start. Oh shit, nigga. Hold on. So my nigga goods came in. Oxtails and butter beans, curry goat, mac and cheese, yams, corn, string beans, rice and peas. My God. Talk to me. What we looking like right here? What we looking like right here? Is it picture better like this or I can zoom in on this. Yeah, what we looking like right here? I ain't gonna lie. You know, one of my favorite things about this plate is the corn. You don't really see corn for real on Thanksgiving. At least I don't. I don't really see corn. This is a great plate right here. I ain't gonna lie. Mac and cheese look torch. Not a fan of the yams. I'm not a yam eater. The string beans look torch. The rice and peas look torch. Oxtail look good. Curry goat. This a 9, bro. Y'all playing with this is a 9. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Rain. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Rain. I got you, Jordan. Rain just gave Goods a 10. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. This is a great plate, nigga. Nigga, this is a great plate. What? I never was scheduled. This is a great plate. All right, shout out to Goods. All right, we got Jordan Woods. He cheated. He did a video. Let's talk to him about the video real quick. What we looking like on this video?
Also, this guy could like a regular person. So we had one translate. Also, this guy could like a regular person.
I can't. Okay, before I go to Jordan, in fact, hold on, Jordan Woods, y'all, because I'm gonna open Discord and let him explain. Hold on Jordan Woods, because I can't even tell everything. Hold on, real quick on Jordan Woods. Hold on Jordan Woods. Pause the vote. Pause it. I'm open Discord. I'm gonna let him explain. I'm gonna go to low real quick instead, real quick. Jollof rice, mac and cheese, crab cake, salmon, sweet honey cornbread, broccoli, garlic butter dinner rolls. My God. My God. What y'all doing for low? What y'all doing for low? My God. What y'all doing for low, bruh? YouTube and Twitch, let me know what y'all doing for low. This plate right here, nigga. 9.5, 2 9.5. Low got a 10, 10, 8, 8.5. This plate is insane, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. This plate is insane. Not enough meat, 8.5, 9.5, 9.5, 10.5. He said 10.5. All right, shout out to Low. I'm going to open the Discord real quick and hear Jordan explain his plate, because I can't tell what everything is on that. Y'all do not judge me. So I'm going to hear Jordan explain his plate. Let me let Jordan's plate sit on the screen while I go to Discord. If you want to join the stage, y'all, you will join the Fact and Stats Daily Show voice channel. Oh, whoa, I'm in the wrong channel. Sorry. All right, there we go. All right. Jordan, the Discord is open, brother.
You can hear me?
Yeah. Well, talk to us about this plate right here, man.
Hold on. If you're speaking, I can't hear you.
My bad, I was muted. Talk to us about this plate right here, though.
I'm about to say, you got the thing on?
Yeah, I just turned it on.
Oh, let me see. We got the. You can pause it.
Hold on.
Yeah, we got the.
Pause it where?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
We got the lamb chops at the top right. We got the turkey right below it. We got the turkey right below it. We got the smothered chicken right next to the turkey. And then we got the mash and gravy down below. Then we got the sweet potatoes. Then we got the dressing above that. Then we got the greens. The only thing I didn't make on this plate is the greens. I don't really like greens like that. I'm not gonna lie, that was for the aesthetic. I don't care for greens like that, but it was cool. But they were cool though. I like them, but like it ain't one of my favorites. But they were good though. They were really good. My uncle made those greens. And then I'm the homemade roll at the top, honey butter roll at the top. So that plate was, oh my God, that plate was so good, bro.
Plate looks solid. Plate looks straight. And you made majority of it. What y'all rate this joint? What y'all rate Jordan Woods? Plate in the chat real quick. YouTube and Twitch. And then we're going to get into some football.
Low plate torch, I can't lie. Especially if you don't eat meat, oh my goodness.
Yeah. 10, 9, 9.5, 9.5. Okay. 1,000.
Yeah, she glazing. What I like about low plate is his plate wasn't traditional. Like his plate was like just good food. I like when I see plates and it's just fuck Thanksgiving. It's just good food.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck about that Thanksgiving shit. Mine is more traditional Thanksgiving.
Okay. 9, 8.5, 9, 9.5. Okay. I mean, by the grade, yeah. I mean, looking like it's low and Jordan Woods that had it. It's either low and or Jordan.
I think low got more
Yeah, I
tens. I
think
think
low got
mine's
it.
like 9.
Yeah.
I think mine's like low 9s. His is like 10.
Yeah. It's a little unfortunate that more people didn't participate. Man, that's a bummer. F y'all. Yeah. F.
Yeah, but don't.
Wait,
But
hold
y'all
on, hold on,
still.
wait. One more plate. One more plate. I
I
missed
Oh
it.
yeah, oh
forgot.
yeah, Josiah played.
I missed
Josiah
this
played.
one. I missed this one.
I saw your shit too, T. That shit look solid.
Wait, T up here?
I thought that was T.
Oh no,
But
that's
Uh, uh,
oh no, it's process. It sounded like
uh,
T. I don't know why.
talk to
forgot.
me. Talk to me, y'all. Josiah dropped the plate in the chat. Talk to me. Josiah talked about this plate. What's on this plate right here?
All right, so this plate was mac and cheese, rice with beef on the top, baked chicken, ham, and collard greens.
Okay, solid plate right here. I feel you, right? Yeah, the Mac don't look. The Mac is not. Yeah, the
I
Mac.
think it just
Yeah,
showed. I don't like the
I
Mac
think it's
either,
better
but I
how it
think
tastes,
also
probably by the way it look. I don't
yeah,
know.
but
yeah.
he showed the Mac from like the under angle. You supposed to like
Mm,
we gotta put the Mac, the cheese on top. Just we gotta see that,
yeah.
like we gotta do the aesthetic. I would go. I'm gonna give you a solid 7. This is better than I was expecting. I must say that. This is much better than I was expecting to say.
Yeah, fair
Like
reasons in the chat.
I would eat most of this plate. I probably wouldn't eat them.
He said
It's
that's
beef, Ari.
yeah, beef on the rice. Show good. Plate again. All right, I think that's all we had. Oh wait, Kobe Dean dropped something. Oh shit.
I didn't even see it. Let me see.
Okay. I mean, so I love the Jamaican rice and peas and oxtail for sure. The mac and cheese look torch, but damn, that's it. Like, I mean, damn. I mean, it looked good though.
It looked good though.
Yeah, for sure, nigga. I could tell this is a Jamaican plate right here, but damn, nigga, like this it.
Is that macaroni pie? That's what it looked like by the way it's cut. I can't tell.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The plate looked good. I just would have wanted a little more. I just put it like that. I would have wanted a little more on there. He talking some diet eats.
Nah, are you hating, bruh? You hating? All right, that plate look. All the food look good.
Yeah, all the food on the plate for sure look good. Just want a little bit more. I don't know. Like, damn, he went rice crazy. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, deep dish macaroni, right? You know how that go.
Damn.
You know how they do it.
Asparagus little say. All right, I think that's it. And then, Jordan, I mean, you said good. I mean, yeah, Ari said good again.
Tia put his food in the. I don't know if you wish. You probably don't have wish. So Tia put his in the Discord chat. I don't know why he did that.
Oh, T did. Oh, okay. Oh, he not on Twitter right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put his in the Discord chat.
You're lucky I didn't make a fucking picture of my plate. I forgot. I would have won this shit.
Nah, process should look good. Process should look good as fuck.
Man, I'm not cooking T shit. I'm not doing all that.
The appetizer should look good as fuck.
It look good.
And then the turkey look good.
Yeah, T ain't good for sure. Shout out to T. All right, y'all. 7.3 for goods. What? That's crazy. You gave good a 7.3.
Everybody's plate looks really good.
Yep.
Yeah, the ones that did drop, no, it wasn't really that many It wasn't no misses. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't that whole little money that people were putting into. I don't know, Jordan Wood. I don't. Nobody really.
I don't know,
so,
bro.
Yeah,
But they didn't come through.
Yeah, I don't. That's up to you. So I don't know.
I might send it to low just because like I respect his plate, but like.
All right, bet.
Let me talk to him about today. Break that down.
Black Haji said. I think Black Haji's putting up 15. Black Haji cash apped that to me already. I might have sent it to Low. You already got. You can get in contact with Low yourself though. But I might have just
Yeah.
yeah, I might have.
I know I'm gonna see him on playback or something. I'll just get his cash app shit or text him. I'll get him today. Little Brady cash.
Low average about like a 9.8 or something like that. 9.7. Jordan was like a nine and a
Mm-hmm.
half probably. I
Mm-hmm.
I was like a 8. I don't know. I can't remember what Goods was. Where was Goods again? I can't
Like
remember
eight
for Goods.
five,
Yeah, Goods an
It's like
8.
8-5,
an 8. Yeah.
8-5 or high, not between 8-5 and a 9.
Mine was between like the 6 and the 7. 6 and the
Yeah,
7.
Yours is a
yeah,
solid 7, Josiah.
yeah.
I'm proud of you.
All right, man. Shout out to the ones that dropped their pictures in the chat. We are going to show my plate. I was lit, so my dumb ass posted on my main page.
Wait, where Ari played?
Where your plate?
Oh, her plate. Yeah.
Process. What you
Oh,
grade? What you
okay.
grade my plate? Process. You up
Yeah, I
here?
like 8.5. I like the colors.
The color.
I'll take that. I think this plate is cool. It's all right. The shrimp was good.
What's that?
Everything was good.
Potato salad in the front?
Yeah, potato salad right here. Potato
That
salad.
I
looks
just
good
don't
for real.
The
like
potato
you
salad's
just
amazing.
eat so you just eat some stuff. It's not. I had to be careful when I judge it because you eat stuff that I don't look good to people that eat some of the stuff on the plate, but I just don't like. Like I don't like deviled eggs. I don't like pasta salad. Um, the ham. I don't like ham, so it's like I can't.
Yeah.
But it looked good though.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it's good food.
Yeah.
I'll post my appetizers in the thing. Hold on.
Yeah, no, his appetizer spread was crazy. I was like,
That's
damn,
all I,
this is
that's all I, that's all I took a video of. Forgot to fucking do the main. I was so busy.
You put in the community?
I'll do it right now. Hold on. Turn the volume down though, so you don't hear people talking.
yeah, they were saying some crazy stuff.
They didn't say anything.
I know, I know.
The air got worse plate.
Nah, your plate looks good. What is that on top? Ham?
On my plate, what was that?
It was the pink one. You said it was
Oh
like
yeah, that was
turkey ham or
turkey
something?
ham. Turkey ham. Yeah, turkey ham, some beef, piece of turkey, bread rolls, rice and peas, one little devil egg, some shrimp under here, potato salad, mac and cheese. My second plate
You can
had
check.
like some salad and stuff on it.
You can check the community. I think it worked.
I got a controversial opinion on plates. I'm gonna give him play back. I'm not giving it on the show.
Refresh the community.
I am. Hold on, I'm texting.
So fucking tired, dog. Working on Black Friday be fucking criminal.
Bro, I got up at 6 to cook yesterday. You got to work today too? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm here now.
My goodness. These are just the appetizers, bro.
Yeah, his video looked like this last year. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's the same shit. We do the same
Yeah.
shit every.
Yeah.
Give me them lamb, bro. I'll take off, bro. If I was at your house, I would have been parked over there just eating that. It would have been 15 lamb chops.
Yeah, them lamb chops look crazy.
That's
What
all.
is that right there next to the lamb chop to the right of it?
Hold on. Go back. Where?
Right there in the corner, right here. What is that?
My dad makes like this shrimp salad. It's like shrimp, apples, persimmons, clementines mixed with like a mayo, like hot sauce, like with the shrimp mixed in it, with
Them lamb chops look amazing, bro.
peanuts
They
on
do.
top. And
Is that like a balsamic glaze on top of the lamb chops, or is that like
Yeah.
that? Okay, yeah, I thought
Mhm.
so.
Tuna
Man.
tartars next to the shrimp.
Yeah.
Salmon.
Sam said the mob
Pepperoni
was
bread.
eating good. Sam said the mob was eating good.
Pepperoni and or the pepperoni bread, and then the little sandwiches have like a crab sandwich in it.
Yeah, this is amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Process. All right, shout out to Low overall. Shout out to everybody that dropped plates. The next thing, fact and stats related, really as a community, is the cookout. Well, no, I lied. The award show next month,
yeah.
and then the cookout in June. June, I think that date is at the moment June 13th. If y'all can come, make sure y'all pull up to the fact and stats 4th annual cookout. Cannot wait to see everybody, whether you're a returning face or a new face that was not able to attend yet. So let's go to get into these football games again. We're gonna start off with the Packers versus the Lions. One thing I have to say, it's funny how God works sometimes. You know, it's truly. And by the way, if you want to join the stage and you're new, your first time watching, Fact and Stats is a daily sports show that allows anybody to come on the stage and speak their mind. So make sure you all join the Fact and Stats Discord to do so. The Discord is pinned on Twitch, where it lets you know how to join the stage and what you would join the Discord for. And the Discord is also pinned on YouTube. So make sure y'all pull up if you can. And you want to talk about some of these NFL games that took place yesterday, and then also the NFL game and or college football game that takes place. Games that takes place today. All right, so back to what I was saying. It's funny how God works. You know, all year, two of my brothers kept saying, "Well, the Packers are mid. The Packers this, the Packers that. Well, they're just not that good of a football team. They're this, they're that." And then the Packers beat them week one, and then people are like, "Oh, well, it was week one." Like, you know, y'all already putting stock into week one. It's just week one. When was the last time the Packers offense looked good for a full entire football game? That's what my two brothers were saying. When's the last time the Packers looked good for a full entire football game? Then you get to the Thanksgiving matchup, which I could not wait to see again. And you had the Packers basically do what they wanted them to do. Not only did they sweep them, but they damn near looked good or good enough, apparently, for a full entire football game. I think the Packers damn near had the lead for the most part of the game. I don't know if the Lions scored the first touchdown in the second quarter or whatnot, but for the most part, the Packers had the lead majority of the game. At halftime, going to the fourth quarter, end of the first quarter, it doesn't really matter. They had the lead end of the first, end of the second, and going into the fourth quarter. You know, so and it ultimately obviously won the game 31-24. First and foremost, shout out to Jordan Love. Jordan Love, Packers fans probably got a love-hate relationship with dude. Like, I can't lie. They probably got a love-hate relationship with dude. Because it was some points in that game where you be like, man, Love, what the freak? Like, I think mainly in that first quarter, you like, Love, what the freak? And then they let the whole game okay. And then after that, nigga ripped off 4 touchdown passes. I think 3 of them went to 3 different wide receivers, and one of them doubled up. Yeah, Wicks doubled up. So you had Dobbs, Watson, and Wicks all scored touchdowns. Now, obviously, one of them was controversial to Twitter or even some people. I personally think that was a touchdown because the ball did not move. So I will say that was a touchdown. When he caught the ball, his right foot was already down. The ball did not move, and then the left foot came down. So if someone wants to say that it wasn't a touchdown, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I think the rest made a good call on the play. In the first half or throughout the game, Josh Jacobs was running efficiently. I mean, he averaged 5 yards per carry. 17 carries, 83 yards. So I think they had a good balanced attack. And then obviously the Lions defense just has, like, I'm not going to say they had meltdowns or letdowns, but they needed their corners to be better. You know, DJ Reed, what's the other dude name? It start with an A. I can't remember, Armstead or something like that. I can't remember his
Arnold.
name. Not Tyrion. What's the other one name?
Amik Robertson.
Yeah, him. They just needed their guys to be better, to be honest. I see Lily and Jordan up here too, so I'm going to let them speak in a second. They needed their guys to be better. On the Packers side of things, Micah Parsons. Monster. You know, the J-Mo touchdown, I'm mad at the dude. Valentine, I think it was, 24 years. I'm mad at the dude. Like, what type of tackle attempt was that? That's a screen pass. You go wrap that up. Like, that don't make no sense. He dove at his legs, pretty much. Ain't try to grab him or nothing. So, yeah, that's why J-Mo got into that end zone. Great play call by the Lions anyway, off of what the Packers shown defensively. That only the best thing you can do for that play was counter that with a screen. They did a phenomenal job on that. And then other than that, man, like, I think the play to end the game was, who was it, Wicks or Dobbs with the catch over
Wicks.
Yeah, with Wicks with the catch over Brian Branch. That was just a great play, great catch. Like, and it's funny enough, I said, Branch, get up, go to my game, Kyle Helmet to get bagged by freaking Tanner Hudson, whatever that dude name is. So sometimes you gotta shut up and watch football. And hopefully somebody on the stage today learns that lesson because he texts me, and we'll see what happens at 6:00. But to the Lions side of things, yeah, I mean,
The game's at 3.
the game is going to be over at 6, dum.
Oh, all right. You think we're gonna lose? You want to put money on it, bitch?
Did I say that?
Oh, all right.
To the Lions side of things, pretty brief. I don't really got much to say. I'll let Jordan dive into that. Wish the run game was better, obviously. It sucks, obviously, having to finish the game without St. Brown. So them being down St. and Laporta, not putting too much on Laporta because they already knew that coming into the game and even last week's game. So, you know, Tesla got into the end zone. That was good to see. J-Mo stepped up to the plate when needed. 7 catches, 144 yards and a touchdown. But yeah, man, I mean, I guess I'll just leave that to Jordan. So with that being Excuse me. With that being said, I'm gonna pass it to Lily first. Here, or Lily, do you want? How do you want to do it? I'll just.
Let her go first.
No, I want to hear Jordan's thoughts.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a lot of them. Let me see. Yeah, so congrats to the Packers again. Um, back-to-back sweeps by us. We got them last year. They got us this year. So that's good. Good for them. I think yesterday is more of what I wanted to see from their team for me to judge them as a good team. And it's funny that they came against us, but first of all, wait, before everything, like Ross said in I think the Twitch chat, this is the best person to host this show. Ev is the best person to host this show because the framing just opens for so much conversation. So W host for sure. Right, I agree with that. But yeah, so this is what I've been looking for from the Packers offense this year. I know some people, I mean, primarily one person has disagreed, but even the Packers fan up here, Lily, has acknowledged that that's kind of the performance she was looking for as well. That they were good from. I know Love kind of started kind of shaky with a couple of his throws, but really from start to finish, their offense was moving pretty well. It was moving very well actually. So I think that they did what they needed to do from start to finish. That's kind of what I was looking for from the reputation of their offense to like actually performing that way. And I think you saw it yesterday, finally, for me for the first time in a minute. I know they kind of did it against the Steelers, but we think the Steelers low-key suck in here. Um, so that was good on their side. I think the main thing for me is this is I thought we would win this game in a shootout. So the game kind of had that flow that I thought it would have, but we just didn't convert on a couple of our fourth downs, which stalled a couple of our drives. So that's what kind of took it out of which kind of what made them have control for the most of the game. As opposed to being even more like back and forth. It was for a second there in the second half, a minute there in the second half, but we didn't convert a couple fourth downs, so that kind of stopped that flow of what I thought would happen in the game. But outside of those couple fourth downs, nothing that happened in the game surprised me. I mean, the Giants game kind of confirmed what the Minnesota game off the bye started to tell me, and it's going back to the offseason. I said we got better on paper, and I did, and I do think that in a lot of different areas. Outside of, I've completely underestimated how terrible this O line would be. This O line is like bottom 12 to me in the league. This O line is bad. This O line is really bad, and it's ironic that Frank is coming back now because it might be too late. It's probably definitely too late for the division. It's going to be shaky for the playoffs, obviously. Or even though I think we still make it, but this O line is bad, bro. Like, and it's not just bad on where Jared got to step to the left or right. He can't step up in the pocket. It's pressure up the middle way too often. I think he has the lowest pressure time or bottom three time to pressure or pocket time in the league so far this year. Saw that stat last week. So just really bad offensive line. I think when he had time yesterday, I don't think he missed a throw. He may have missed one throw, and it was the one that J-Mo was a little behind him that J-Mo should have still caught on the fourth down. He had the ball in his hands. Like, he literally had the ball in his hands. So even the bad throw still should have been caught because the ball was in J-Mo's hands. He started 0 for 3, Jared did. They were getting pressure. I think he proceeded to complete 13 straight passes. Like, he was damn near perfect yesterday when he had anything more than a second and a half or 2 seconds in the pocket to be able to throw the ball. This O-line is ass. We had Cologne in there yesterday because Glasgow's out, and Glasgow's not even really a center. They tried to convert him from guard to center in the offseason. That was a complete miss on my part, just underestimating how much that was going to impact the team. Because I wish I could criticize Jared more, but I think he's been really damn good this year. This O-line is just terrible pass protection. And it's a shame. So hopefully Ragnow, all-pro center, if he can be 80% of himself, Glasgow can go back to his natural position at guard. Tate's been good at guard. Then you got Decker and Panay. So the shit can be good, but like it's bad right now, pass pro wise. Props to J-Mo for stepping up yesterday. And look, I said this with the Eagles game. I said, and I'm gonna say it again with this game. Packers had a deficiency on the defensive line. Eagles had a deficiency on the defensive line. Eagles also had secondary deficiencies. At the very least, you can, say what you want about what the Eagles did with the secondary additions that they made. But on the D line, you can see clearly the dividends that the additions that they made via trade for the Packers and for the Eagles, teams that were good teams last year and they were expected to be contenders potentially this year. They bolstered their team in that respect. We knew we had an O-line issue coming into the season. We knew we probably need another edge coming into the season. What did we do to address it? Vibes. Absolutely nothing. We drafted Tate at guard, which was good, but we tried to convert a guard to center in an offense that we want to in a new offense, an offense that's already going to have a lot of motion, a lot of different aspects to it, to where the protections are even that much more important. And you see a lot of times where the protections just aren't like they're not right. The communication is off, and it's been off all year, and it's because of who's playing center. So at the very least, Frank coming back, even if he's not physically himself, the protections are always going to be perfect. So that'll be a welcome addition. But overall, like it's weird because I think us and the Packers are the same tier of team, but I think when the two match up against each other, the fact that our O line is in that situation, and then the fact that they made the addition to bolster their defensive line, like the Eagles did, and our GM did nothing, I think that's what makes this a favorable matchup for them, even if it were the same rating of team or caliber of team, if that makes sense. Because if we go up against the Eagles or we go up against the Rams, I think our team and Lily's team fare the same, but I think that if we pace each other because of the trenches, that they're gonna beat us more often than we beat them. So it's just a weird dynamic there. But overall, Packers look good. I think this doesn't really change where I think they are as a team because I think I think we're kind of mid. I think we're just the goodest team. I think we're the goodest team in the NFL. Like we're a good team. Um, but nothing more than that. And I told y'all that last week after the Giants game, and nothing yesterday was any different. It's just a matter of if Frank coming back and help the line, and then maybe we could get back to that status. But who knows? It could be too late. Cowboys game is gonna be a dogfight next week. Like that's a playoff game for real. Because we got to go 11-6 at the minimum. We go 10-7, this shit is over. And the Rams game in LA is looming. So next week is a playoff game. They lose next week, I'm going to say they're going to miss the playoffs. So that's how important that game is to me.
Yeah,
So I'll end it there.
agree. Good points. Lily, the Packers fan, for anybody who's watching for the first time and do not know, talks about this matchup and his victory and to some of the things Jordan said if you want.
Yeah, I really like that the last part of that because I think that was crucial last year when we faced y'all. I think when y'all did sweep us last year. Um, was that we didn't have that defensive line that could get after Jared Goff. So like our defense, even though it was good last year, um, it wasn't enough against Shaw and your like high powered offense without like that addition of Micah Parsons. So I agree with that point which is why like we slipped y'all this year. I think it's because we had Micah. Um Overall we lost our defensive tackle, Devontae Wyatt. That's really concerning. I'm hoping he gets well soon. That's a big loss to our defensive line and like the run stop because our run defense has been shaky this year, and like especially against like not against Gibbs particularly this year. I think we did pretty good against him, but like teams that were not like prepared for, not expecting the run game, like Dwaddle. And I think Singletary, the Giants running back, we really struggled with like people that like were unassuming. But I feel like with as long as we have Micah, I think we can curate some pressure and curate like good production from the defensive line. Even though other people have to step up. Rashawn Gary, I have not been impressed with him on that line. Micah is getting doubled, tripled, held on majority of these plays, and he is still getting after the quarterback. What are you doing? You are free. You are single covered. Why are you not winning? That's part of the problem. He needs to win. Okay. Um, Overall, though, defensively, it was like a bend but don't break at times performance. I wasn't expecting them to be great yesterday because I know how the Lions offense is and I know how division games are. So I was expecting our defense to just try and like hang their hats on like getting fourth down stops because I knew that like Dan Campbell and this team would go for it on fourth down. Even though I think were y'all one for did y'all go for it three times like us or what were they from?
I think so. I
They
think we
over
went for
two.
a 2 or 2. Yeah, because
Oh, two. Okay, y'all
we
went
were
for it
0 for
two.
our last 5, I think. fourth downs and two yesterday.
Yeah, so they went for it twice on fourth down. But one of the problems with our defense lately is like we have to get off the field. I feel like we need to work on that. Get off the field when it's like third and long situations. You must get off the field so you don't prolong these drives. But I was satisfied with our defensive performance overall. I give them a solid like C plus. C plus. It was whatever. But for those fourth down stops were key. One of them was the Lions stopping themselves, but the other one we stopped Gibbs. So give herself a pat on the back
Wait,
for that.
which one was them stopping
Uh,
themselves?
the Lions stopped the JMO. He
I'm not
that
gonna lie,
JMO
Oh, the
just
Lily.
drop, the drop on the. Oh yeah,
yeah
wait, was that
that,
fourth down?
Yeah,
yeah
Oh damn,
I'm not
okay.
gonna lie, Lily. That other
that
one
was
too. Y'all stopped
well
Gibbs. Like, I don't know why
what.
Jared checked into that play. I have
Oh
no
yeah, no,
clue.
no, I know he that was, but I'm saying we did something though.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
still,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm saying like it's something what we did. Now he did check out of that. I don't know why he did that because they ran three straight plays before that. I think was
The
run.
front to me didn't even look like that play was gonna be successful that he tried to run. But continue.
Yeah, and they ran. I think they ran like three
Yeah,
times in a row. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess he was just testing our run defense. But we got that stop. I was really proud of them. Gibbs, bro, like he's quick and shifty. He's so talented. He's so dangerous. I was watching the game. I was like, oh my god! Like every time he got the ball, I was scared that these niggas were gonna miss a tackle. That was really like nerve wracking for me. But I think they did the best job they could do on him and even David Montgomery. They broke a few like 7, 10 yard runs, but it was nothing explosive, which is what has been like our defense calling card. We do not give up explosive pass plays most of the time here and there, and we don't give up explosive run plays. We're a very like you're gonna have to go down the field on this methodically, like most of the time, if you want to have the most success against us. Um, so shout out to Jeff Halfley and the way that he's been utilizing Micah has really been fun to watch. So that's the defensive side of the ball. I think they did what they could. It was a C plus performance. Offensively, Jordan Love. This is the Jordan Love that we all love. He was accurate. He was efficient, and Matt LaFleur let him be that. This has been the problem with our offense is that Matt LaFleur, for whatever reason, he only shows up this year against the Lions. The play calling is only efficient and good against the Lions. I don't know what it takes. He's got to take the team seriously, maybe. Maybe he didn't take these other people seriously. He should have took the Eagles seriously, child, but never mind that. Um, the play calling has gotten better. It's more utilizing him under center. It's more trusting Jordan Love's arm, not doing run heavy offense. He says we want to be balanced, but lately we have not been balanced. It has been run, 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 occasional pass. Second down, run, 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 run. So predictable. We've been awful on second down. Yesterday, we were efficient. We were efficient on fourth down, which was really key, and he trusted Jordan Love to convert on the fourth downs. He did not put the ball in a running back's hand to get us in out of third and short situations or fourth and short situations. He put it in his $50 million quarterback's hands, which is what you were supposed to do the entire time. Why are we paying this man if we don't trust him? If we don't want to put the offense on his shoulders, like we have to do that. We have the weapons. Utilize them. Even without Tucker Craft, you have a good receiver room. If you get the ball accurately to them and allow them to make plays, then allow them to make plays. If they drop, they drop. But you can't be concerned about that. You have to trust Jordan Love is going to deliver it on time to these guys, and they're going to come up with the plays. Dontavian Wicks was amazing. Amazing. He made all the big plays. He made all the big catches. I was so proud of him because he has been struggling this year to even stay on the field and be healthy. So he really showed up for us. His problem has always been like his hands and his drops because he's great running routes. He's great getting open. He's always going to find his way open. It's just the hands. Like, is he going to catch? This year hasn't been a problem. Love that. Watson made great catches. I don't know why they didn't have a safety over the top of him on some of those plays. I don't know what the Lions were thinking. I don't really get that. But luckily they didn't. And Watson showed out today as well. He had one drop that I was kind of like, oh, we got to have it, which forced us into fourth down. That last fourth down to Wicks. But other than that, I thought he played very good. Dobbs, was whatever. I'm good off him. I have feelings about him. I think that he should not be on my team next year. He is not a wide receiver one. None of these niggas are, but he definitely isn't. So we gotta get that out. Get that out the way. Do not pay him. We're good. We can roll with the guys we have, and hopefully Tucker Craft will be available next year, and we can roll with Tucker Craft, Golden, Reed. Maybe try to get another wide receiver. Maybe if we feeling, hungry. If we feeling really desperate, we could get a wide receiver one. But Dobbs is not it. There's Watson, Wicks. I'm cool with those guys. Those guys show up, they catch the ball. Dobbs is questionable at times. I think overall, Jordan Love, the offensive line finally showed up. I feel like the critique on Jordan Love has been, oh yeah, he's always turnover prone. He doesn't make the big throws. He's mid. He's this. But if you watch our games this year, the only game I can really say he was awful in was the Eagles game. These other games, he's been so, maybe a little rough on the edges, but he's always gotten our team to a game, like he's did game winning drives. He had us in position of Cleveland Browns loss, to go down the field, kick a field goal. Our special teams got that shit blocked, and then they're kicking a field goal to end the game for us. Panthers. He was trying to drive us down the field. There was a situation where the line didn't come up big. It's been the offensive line issues that have been the problem. Yes, sometimes he isn't perfect. Nobody is. But I feel like he gets an unfair shake because of the situation. The team isn't all the way there. The offensive line has protection issues. The special teams fucks up, and it's all on Jordan Love because that's the lazy take. Oh, Jordan Love didn't show up. Jordan Love didn't do this. He has been fine this year. He has 3 interceptions on the year so far. He was at 11 or 12 last year around this time. He has done his best to keep us in games, and he has not been turnover prone. That's the difference this year. He is not putting the ball in harm's way. He is not he's protecting the ball. He is not giving the other team possessions, extra possessions. So that's the difference for me with Jordan Love, especially this year. He has shown growth in areas. Now, I still like him to stop doing all those back foot throws sometimes. When it works, it's so pretty. But the mechanics, we still need to work out those issues. It's kind of annoying. Sometimes he holds the ball for too long. Other times he waits to run. He should break out and run a little earlier. But overall, I've been satisfied with Jordan Love's play. I'm always gonna call it out. If he asks, he asks. But I feel like sometimes it's so easy to just be like, he asked in this situation and not look at any other part of the team. I'm not gonna do that. I'm always gonna come correct with Jordan Love. Jordan Love was great in this game. We're gonna give him respect. 4 touchdowns, no picks. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give him respect. Jordan Love is here. Y'all can talk all that talk about him being turnover prone. He mid, he did. I'm sorry. Name 10 niggas better. I'll wait. I need 10. I need 10. Give me a
Damn,
10
you
that's
popping it
better.
like that?
Give me
Tough.
a 10 that's better. Give me a 10 that's better.
Damn.
Sorry.
All
Give
right.
me a 10. Yeah, give me a 10 that's better. Next, this year, give me a 10 that's better.
There we go.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me
Yeah.
10 that's better. You can't. So anyway, we're gonna come correct when we speak on Jordan Love. Cause y'all be doing a lot on him. Y'all be doing way too much. I'm not gonna let y'all do it. Nope.
I just
Not
let
in my
QB one
presence.
year. Okay.
Not in my presence will y'all talk about Jordan Love crazy. Sorry. It won't happen. Find something else. I think our team overall played great. We did it. I wish we could play this way every week. They need to think that they're playing the Lions every week so we can get this type of performance.
Didn't
Every
I tell
time you
you
see
Matt
somebody
LaFleur
else.
was gonna be in his bag against us?
Okay, now,
I
okay,
told
Jordan.
you, bruh. I told you
Jordan,
he
please.
opened that playbook up, boy. That playbook. I
Well,
told you
he
he's
needs.
shaking that shit, bruh. I told you this
Okay,
week ago.
I'll give Jordan his 8s. He did call that Matt LaFleur was gonna be, but we didn't even do no trick plays though.
Yeah, no trick play. He just opened that playbook up.
Yeah, he just opened the playbook up, which we've been begging him to do. I know that Jordan Love has a minor shoulder injury, which was the last game we played against Minnesota. It was really like I was thinking that maybe it's better now against the Lions, but last week was kind of crazy. He did not allow Jordan Love to throw the ball at all. It was strictly run. We didn't really need to throw the ball because the Vikings are ass, but I'm just saying that was a weird situation last week. Coming into this week, I was a little scared, but Matt LaFleur did open up the playbook and allow Jordan Love to throw. So I'm satisfied with the win, but they need to build off this. They cannot go back to the conservative bullshit they were doing these other games. You must next week against the Bears in Lambeau, you must open up the playbook. You
Yes,
must
yes,
do what
yes,
you need to do. You
yes,
must own
yes,
these niggas like y'all been owning them. Do not play with me.
yes,
Do not,
yes.
do not, do not, do not, do not, do not play.
Please. Wait, y'all
Do
played
not.
them twice, right?
Yes, we
You
still
what's our
have them
division
twice.
record right now?
We're 2-0. 3-0.
Yes, yes. I
3-0.
need y'all to sweep it.
3-0.
Yes, I
3-0.
need y'all to go 6-0. Please, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Beat the Bears
But yes,
twice. Yeah.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with the team. I just wish they play like this all the time. Our best performances have been against one team, the Lions. We need to start playing like this all the time. And it's got to be consistent. Like the overall team, everybody. It's got to be complimentary. There's a lack of complimentary football happening with the team. It has to start now. Okay? Thanksgiving, build off of it. Get in the playoffs on a streak and whatever happens, happens. That's where I'm at with it. But I was really proud, and I'm glad that they didn't ruin my Thanksgiving. So, yeah.
Shout out. Appreciate that, Lily and Jordan. That was a great kickoff when it comes to talking about these two games. I mean, this game right here. Ryder, you want to add anything to the game?
I'll just say 97. I need a refund for sure, cause that effort, like, bruh, come on, gang, you got to give us something. I get you don't got no help, but we seen the best of the best make it happen. They make it something shake. I don't care about them QB pressures. Don't care about it. Make a play. You got to make plays if you're getting paid that much. O line, like Wood said, we didn't think it would be this bad. I thought it would be manageable, but this shit is not even manageable. Like golf just don't got no time to really make no plays for real. And to fourth downs, Dan Campbell not for everybody, bro. Like I see like all the talk on Twitter, like Dan's an idiot, and some people just are just very conservative. Dan, I mean, you go look at some of the fourth downs outside of like the run checked into by golf, there were plays to be made. The players just got to make them. Like that's been the thing all season about fourth down. They just don't make the plays on fourth down. Philly game, we could have had a touchdown in the red zone. Just no time. Jalen Phillips makes a play on Panay. So I'm not really mad about Dan the fourth down calls. Uh, defense, running man, being the fourth highest team that uses man has its consequences, and we saw it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, matchup wise, I feel like we shouldn't have a Miko and Christian Watson. I just feel like that's not a good matchup for him.
It's not,
Even though Meek feels like he got the mental toughness to do it, you don't have the
bro. Bro,
physicality
he's
to do it though.
5'9".
Yeah, that's what I say. You don't have the physical traits to do it though. Like I appreciate your mental, but physically you don't got it. Like we need somebody at least 6 feet at least to check that nigga. But next week we got Cowboys. That's a playoff game at the crib. Uh, I'm hearing we getting belt from Cowboys, so I don't know what the fuck going on, but I mean this team got to bounce back, do something.
All right.
That's pretty much it on
Scheme,
the game.
scheme makes no sense. Like if you look at the strengths and weaknesses, the players we've had available, and I like Kelvin just like I like AG, but they got the same disease in a lot of respect. The scheme just doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, if you're gonna be that man heavy, you need to be a team that is generating pressure before guys. Is that this team?
Yeah.
No.
Mm,
You need to have guys on the back end who can jam at the line, who can and you have to have safeties who are good at tracking the ball and shit. Do we have that? We've been running man still, even with backup when the backup safeties was back there. Like the
yeah.
scheme just doesn't, and the lack of adjustments to the scheme. And this is not just a Kelvin thing because AG was the same. We had the same problems with AG, so it's almost like they're the same coordinator.
It's a
One,
damn thing. I feel
yeah,
like
that's a damn thing. Yeah, that's a
it's a
damn
damn
thing.
thing.
And it's the wrong approach. Like that 3rd and 17. I keep going back to that 3rd and 17 against the fucking Giants that almost cost us the game last week, where niggas run a straight man and Jameis has all day because we don't get pressure. Any good corner, even some of the best corners, you give niggas like 6 seconds, you're gonna get dotted up, and that's what happened. And that was a microcosm of just how the scheme doesn't fit the players.
Yeah.
Funny enough,
We don't. I gotta look at what I gotta look at how much we blitz a lot because we don't really. I don't feel
No,
like we blitz
I
enough.
gotta
it's bottom. It's like it's not high at all. I looked it
Yeah,
up.
we don't blitz for real.
I like that. Well, I came in late, but from what I
Mm.
heard though, I haven't really seen y'all pull the injury excuse at all. But I
Fuck
mean,
no, I don't
part
think
of me
I'm
gotta
being
feel
out.
like with Amon Rado, I mean, this it looks a little different at least, right?
I don't think it
Talking about the
impacted the game
O
at all.
without St. Brown.
You said what?
What'd you say? What was your question?
No, I said I just want to say the first thing was I like that y'all y'all I came late, but from what I heard y'all didn't pull no injury excuses out today, so
Nah.
I want to
Oh
respect
no.
that. But I just want to say I feel like. But I'm a ride, right? It would have looked at
You're
least
not
a little
Ravens
bit
fan.
different. Y'all would have had a little more. Y'all would have had more passing options. I mean, y'all didn't really feel like y'all had
Uh,
anybody to throw the ball to out there.
I think it impacted the game at all. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
was J-Mo was just like
Jamor
it was
Tesla.
just J-Mo or
Yeah,
whoever.
yeah. And I just think the line is the line, bro. I think this offense. I think people just underestimate how. He's not the
Bad it
top
was.
five. Jared is a damn good quarterback, bro. If he
Yes.
has any time, like average amount of pocket time, or even slightly below average, he's gonna be good. Almost if you have any solid catching options back there.
Yeah, we saw it
Um,
in this game. When he got time, he like carved us up. Because our
and,
well,
and,
our
and I don't,
secondary is bad.
yeah,
Our secondary is
and,
bad, but
and I don't
still.
even want to just say because when we say time, sometimes people, and not you, Lily, but sometimes people think we
Oh
mean like
yeah.
all the time in the world. Like, oh,
No.
Jared gotta have
He's
five. No,
a reasonable amount of time. 2
I think
seconds,
I
yes,
like
like
think Goff is averaging
literally,
like
2
2
seconds is a
seconds.
reasonable amount of time.
yeah, like 2-3 seconds.
Yeah,
He's
three
gone spot
seconds.
up. He just hasn't been having that. But so Amara being out, I mean, I suppose maybe on the fourth down, maybe him and Jared have that connection. Maybe that ball's not behind. Who knows?
Do you think
But
JMO should
I
have
can't
caught
even
that?
say. I can't even say
absolutely.
that
Mm.
because like he dropped those balls. He dropped fourth down
Yeah, and
plays
that's
too
the other
this
thing.
year.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah,
Yeah, so I
it's
can't really
like
say that.
he ain't been the best lately. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Okay.
a
Like
line.
that fourth down play was just both golf late on the throw and J-Mo. I mean, the ball is in your hands. Like as a wide receiver, you are taught and coached your whole life that shit touch your hands, you got to catch it no matter what. Every
I
ball
think
not gonna be pretty.
the bigger injury is probably the biggest injury if you want to say it, because I don't think injuries really impacted that game. I think it was scheme, and I think it was if you want to say the O line, but the O line is just whether it's hurt or not is just trash. I think the bigger injury would be like Kirby probably. That would be the one guy because on the back end, if you're gonna run this scheme, you need dogs out there and people who can just fucking make plays. And he's one of the better safeties in the league, top 15 or whatever safety in the league. So 10, 15.
Y'all defense it played well in spurts, but it was like because what really killed y'all was the second and third quarter. So it's like
Yeah,
it had stretches of playing well, but then it's like other stretches was like
it
dang,
was
this
just
getting
no
hard to
pressure. They
keep
got
up
no
out there.
pressure. They got no pressure all day,
Yeah,
and it was
and
no pressure.
the Packers defense was getting they was getting very good pressure for
And
sure.
what I'm not liking, what I loved about Kelvin in the Tampa Bay game is what I haven't liked since then. It's no creativity. It's like when he had nobody back there because it was no Branch, it was no Kirby, it was no Terrion. No, it was no Reed. Terrion was there, I think. It was
You
like,
know, Arnold's
it,
out too.
yeah, it was no. Our top
Yeah,
four
we had
players was back
nobody.
there. Yeah, and he had to go like, okay, I'm gonna have to blitz a lot. I'm gonna have to be exotic. I'm gonna have to disguise shit. Like he had to get in his bag. He hasn't really done anything creative since then. It's like, okay, I got my guys. I'm gonna just roll it out and let's see. Like, no, keep that same creativity with the dudes back. No exotic blitzes, no blitzes. Period. Really, like you don't see any. Like it's nothing, bro. It's
Under
nothing
blitz, no like
creative.
no
Yeah,
slot
is that
nickel,
for this
none.
game specifically, or is that like a trend?
I mean,
What
this
you say?
game, but it's a trend. It's a trend. That's a thing.
Because I was gonna be curious if there was like a stat out there about Jordan Love against the blitz or some shit like
Yeah,
No,
he's
that.
he's
been
really
good
good.
against the blitz this year. But they should have tried it still, but he's been
Yeah,
good against
Yes,
the
for
blitz.
sure.
because the
You
thing
got at
about
least help your game.
yeah, because if he's good against the blitz. You know when else he's going to be good, if not better, if he has 15 seconds to throw the ball. So it's like pick your poison, mix it up. I don't care
Yeah,
if he's good
I
against
would
the
have
blitz.
definitely mixed it up. Because they were putting a stint on Aiden.
On Aiden, yeah.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
doing really well. I was really
Aiden
satisfied with
really
how
wasn't
they.
able to impact the
That
game
nigga
as
was
much as I know he would have
ass.
liked to.
Yeah, no, he was ass. He was ass.
That nigga's ass, bro. They can be ass for like the past 5 games, bro.
He made a play last week, but he was asked for most of it. So like the
That's
fourth
most of the
quarter.
game.
Third.
But
Yeah.
anybody that didn't speak on the game want to add any comments to it by chance? If not, we'll move process Z from going once.
How does this impact the Lions' playoff chances if it
Gotta
does
win
at
next
all?
week.
If you lose next week, you on the couch. If you win next week, you got a chance.
11-6, I think you in. Anything less, they're not making the playoffs. It's really that simple. I don't care where the wins come from. I think 11 gets them in.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys next week.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
oh, that's gonna be Pickens going.
Playoff game.
That's a team trying to make a playoff push. They on their own. They
Yeah.
selves. So
It's Thursday night. Gonna be a movie.
They not sweet. Like they at least if
No,
nothing else, they
no.
gonna dot you up.
Fuck no. We know that.
If
We
nothing
know
else, they
that.
gonna dot you up, guy.
So Chiefs fans and people who believe in the Chiefs about the Cowboys game yesterday. I know that the Cowboys not sweet.
But you go on to
it was a good game. Yeah, it was a good game. Jordan Love balled out finally. But like
finally,
said,
finally. Oh,
balled out. Like, trust me, I know he hasn't been balling.
Yes. Say it again.
Okay, y'all weird. This what y'all do. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, finally.
No, he balled out. He balled out.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
He balled out.
You know, Detroit is weird. Like last year, they had such a good offensive line, and then they had the dude leave, and then Ragnow get hurt, and then they're trying to try and piecemeal together the offensive line, and you put Jared under pressure. I mean, I said it since last year, since 2 years ago. If you get him under pressure, he's not the most mobile guy, so obviously that's going to help kick his ass.
Yes, he can.
My bad.
He's back.
My bad. So if you could get pressure to him, obviously it helps, and they got the guys to do it in Green Bay. But and again, this is no shade. You said the same thing, Lily. But Green Bay, they've got 2 good games this year, and they look like they got the Lions' number this year. So I'm not really worried about either team. But I know they don't want to hear this, Lions fans, because they're gonna be like, it's not why. But
I dare you to say it.
Yeah, say it. Go ahead.
I dare you to say it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It happened to the Eagles, and I said the same thing, and I was wrong. But no matter who the coordinators are, when you have a core together of these guys that have been with the team for a while, that made great runs together, when you lose them and you get new guys, it takes a little bit to get used to. So losing Glenn and losing Johnson, they made it seem like it wasn't a big deal in the offseason. It's a big deal. We lost Steichen, we lost Gannon, and we had a setback the year after. So losing guys that are with the squad and important to the team like that are really good at their position. They both got head coaching jobs for a reason. It obviously hurts. So I know they don't
was
hear
good.
that. I know they don't think it matters, but that shit matters.
We have the same defense, the same core. This is the same. This defense is.
I know,
dead
but
the same.
Ben Johnson was defensive tackle.
Not even just the scheme. They perform this this is the same. So it's hard for me to say we missed him.
Campbell had to fucking take over play calling. Obviously,
no. I was gonna get to the offense. So
I'm saying
So I think the communication. I think the communication between Dan and I think it's this. I think when Dan and Ben first got together, they had to go through this as well. I don't think he took play calling duties, but again, we're trying to win a bowl. They were trying to build. So yeah, I think in that respect, it's an adjustment. But bro, if you lose an all-pro center, you lose another all Pro Bowl level guard, and you're trying to move a guard to center and you're trying to run what we run, especially when you run what we run offensively, when the communication is even more fucking important, when a lot of the trick plays and a lot of the shit you saw from Ben last year and just how that shit was humming, that's because the niggas had time. And right now, some of the play calling shit that you're seeing is you could say some of his Ben, but a lot of it is you can see, in my opinion, they're calling plays with 2 hands tied behind their back because they know they can't have time to fucking protect. It's certain shit that they can't run, and when they try to take the cuffs off even a little bit to run it, this shit get blown up.
Well, that's
Process is going through that right now with his run game. I don't know why.
It's literally. It's. I
He's
promise
brilliant.
you.
I'm pointing out that I'm
It's
pointing that out.
20% Ben Johnson. It's 20% Ben Johnson and 80%.
So can we say that y'all miss Kellen Moore for your run game?
Yeah, no, we fucking do. Yes, our run game is not the same. We run out of pistol all the fucking time. We didn't do that shit last year, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the one who pointed it out.
It's not Kellen Moore they miss. It's fucking Mekhi Becton.
No, the fuck it's not. T. Shut the fuck up with
is.
Mekhi. Bullshit, bro. Like we have a good offensive line. Like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He literally was one of the best pulling guards ever.
Why don't know football? Like, why the fuck y'all keep saying we miss Ben because of fucking like does Ben block DTs? Like, come on,
it's
man.
not that. I know. I see. This is why I brought it up. I knew you're gonna get all upset about it. I'm just saying you can clearly see.
Why did you admit it? That's why you brought it up.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna get mad, but like, bro. Listen.
What are you saying? Can I ask you this? What are you saying? What are you saying? Play calling wise that says we're missing Ben Johnson.
This is the problem. You just pointed it out. You guys have a bad offensive line right now, right? And it seems like Campbell doesn't really like kind of adjust to not having that time because you guys have those long developing plays that work. And when Jared Goff has time, and I said it against the Eagles, I said as soon as that fucking guy had some time, you saw how he makes you pay. I said so. The key to stopping this team is to put him under pressure and not have those big chunk plays eat you up.
I feel like that's a basic game plan.
I think you're
no adjusting to the offense. They're not like.
That's not true though, because do you see how many 10 plays, 65 yards? Do you see we march the ball down the field? We stall because it's hard to it's hard to score as consistently, and he's spoken to this, and the stats bear this out. When you don't have as many explosives as we did last year down the field, you're not going to score as much, even if your offense is really good, because it's hard for any offense that scores 30 whatever plus points a game. I don't even know what we scored this year, but I know we're up there. But it's hard for the best offenses to always have to like every drive, 10 plays, 95 yards.
We're averaging 29 points per game.
You need some of them drives to be 3 plays, 65 yards, touchdown, like through the air. And we don't have time to have the long developing shit down the field this year. That's the biggest difference. We
that's what I said.
The explosives.
But there's no adjusting to that when you don't have the time. Like you didn't adjust in the Eagles game.
No, there's a process. There's adjustments. The drives just stall because we have to march the ball methodically down the field. The adjustments are there. The adjustments have been made since probably game 3. Because the Green Bay game, there was no adjustments. Because they're
talking about in-game adjustments. Like to me, they just don't look like they're just sticking to what they know, and they're not trying to adjust.
Our offense usually gets better. Our offense has been getting better as the games go on. Especially the last couple games. Like yesterday,
I know you guys don't want to hear it, but that's
you're just not refuting the point No, I'm telling you can't say that. It's just dumb. It's just not smart to say the offense he's not making adjustments through the game when the offense starts shitty. The offense starts shitty and then looks good as the game goes on. That just doesn't make sense.
It didn't look like that against the Eagles.
You guys are very good defense.
Because you have a D line.
And to the same point, we moved the ball. We stalled.
Like, why do we act like we don't watch the game? Like, you saw that. We was in the red zone. Fuck.
Bro, it's dead. Bro, the last 3 games have dead ass been the same. We start off.
If we take the field goals, I'm pretty sure everybody's whole tone is different about this offense. So we just take the field goals. Everybody's looking at the game from a points perspective and not the yards.
I'm not looking at it from a point.
That's what it is.
No, it's not.
Because I just
we don't move the ball. The last 3 games have dead ass looked the same. The offense starts off shitty, and then we make adjustments, and it starts looking good. That's been the last 3 games.
You guys converted those 4th downs a lot last year. You converted those 4th downs a lot last year. You converted on those plays last year where you really needed them, and you're not doing it this year.
I agree with that. I think if you want to point to some of the Ben shit, I think but hold on.
On the 4th down plays, you're acting like the players are not executing though. Like y'all acting like we just hike the ball and we just strap. No, like
to the Ben point, I think that's if you would have pinpointed that first, I think that's the biggest area, if you want to say the fourth down play calls, I haven't loved, no matter who's been coordinating this year, I haven't loved the fourth down play calls pretty much at all. I know some of them the guys that haven't executed, but it's been a lot. It's been like half of them where I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I agree with that specific part right there. But that's a fail safe for the previous 3 downs of the offense. That's a small part. That's keeping the drive going, of course, but that's a small part of the overall offense.
But the offense hasn't looked the same this year, is what I'm saying. And obviously something happened in the middle of the year when Campbell
All-Pro center retired after the draft.
Okay,
and after free agency, yes, that's what. Yes,
the offensive coordinator is not even calling plays anymore. So obviously something happened within that locker room where Campbell said, "Dude, I need to take over play calling because this shit is not working." So obviously you miss Ben Johnson. If you don't think that, you're in fucking denial.
That's no, you can't. But you can't pinpoint to me. You can't pinpoint to me where you can't pinpoint to me. What? No.
Where do we miss him though? Can you just say a statement, but no.
You're falling back. You're falling back on Ben or on Dan taking over play calling. You can't actually point out to me what on the field.
I was telling you, but you guys cut me off. Every time I made a point, you cut me off. The fucking adjustments in game aren't working because you guys, like you said, you have those long drawn out plays. But every time he gets under pressure, he doesn't make a play. And the quick passing game is not implemented in your offense enough to help Jared Goff be better. Because those long drawn out plays, if he has no fucking time on it, it doesn't work. He's not moving the pocket. Jared Goff's a statue, but you can move the pocket with him, give him space, and you'll be able to make plays. You don't have a quick passing game with guys on the team that are super athletic and super fast. You don't implement that a lot. You don't see JMO get the ball that much in the short passing games. It's always down the middle or deep ball. Not always, but more oftentimes than not.
Some of his biggest plays this year have happened on draft.
No, I think Process is right about JMO. I think Process is right about JMO for sure. But the lack of involvement of JMO was an issue last year with Ben Johnson.
I'm about to say that was the same thing me and you've been saying.
That was just as much of an issue. It was probably a little more glaring this year.
But you didn't have the offensive line last year, so we had time to do all this stuff. Now that you have these issues,
bro, we wanted him
exactly.
So with the issues of the offensive line, I'm saying you guys aren't putting together, like, you're not helping your quarterback with the play calling, in my opinion, with the bad offensive line.
You can. I think it's fair to question some of the play calling.
Very similar to when you lost Jason Kelce and you had those issues.
When did we lose Jason Kelce? Like when he retired?
Yeah.
I mean, no. Cam Jurgens won a fucking Super Bowl the next year.
Well, I think he's talking about how you started the year.
Am I messing up the years, or did you not have problems? Did you not have problems early in the season when it came to like your center?
No, Cam Jurgens was amazing last year. He's not good this year.
But I think my biggest issue with what you're saying. My biggest issue with what you're saying is you pointing out them not helping him up by continuously calling long development. That hasn't been an issue for a while now. That was like first couple games type shit. You're bringing up shit from like game 2. That's not the issue from then now. Like the shit it hasn't been a lot of, you can say, quick game, but the intermediate, it hasn't been just long development rips down the field. Jared needs 5 seconds to get this off. It has not been that at all. It's not been that at all. It's just,
so you don't think you guys don't think you missed Ben Johnson at all? Is that what you're getting at?
No, I said 20% that, 80% the O-line. It's the O-line, bro. Because I think anytime, like you said, anytime you change coordinators and you have a great coordinator, of course, then the first year is going to be an adjustment. I've never not acknowledged that. I just don't think it's like, oh my God, Ben Johnson's gone. This can't be an elite offense. No. The biggest thing. No, I'm not saying you said that. I'm not saying you said that. I'm not saying you said that. The biggest thing to any offense, but especially this offense, because of the quarterback that we have, really any non-mobile quarterback, and the way that we want to call plays and approach the offense, is the offensive line. That is where it begins, in a lot of ways ends. That's where it starts. That's the foundation.
Telling you that your coaching is not helping your quarterback with the bad offensive line. That's what I'm trying to get at. And Ben Johnson got.
Bro, you telling me? I'm telling you, my house doesn't have a good foundation. You're pinpointing the fucking leaky roof, nigga. Like the house is crumbling from the bottom. Like, can we focus on that first?
Okay, bro.
Don't worry about the fucking roof.
So then, if you're just gonna chalk it to that, then that means then the problem is like if good coaches and good fucking players figure out their flaws and try and help those flaws become better. Obviously, you have a bad offensive line and it's banged up, but I'm saying you're not doing anything to help your quarterback with it.
But we're also saying it's about an offense right now that is still one of the better offenses in the league. That's my problem.
Yeah, but you're a better offense in the league, but you need to be better. You need to get back to the status that you guys were last year. Is what I'm trying to.
That's gonna be pretty fucking hard with a bad O line. I'm sorry, and a non-mobile quarterback. It's just not gonna happen. And that's just, I've had to come to that reality, and that's just the fact.
Yeah,
we're gonna be a very good offense, and very good offense can win playoff games.
This is
Very good offense
literally
can
a
win Super
point
Bowls.
swing and not a
But
yard
being
swing. I'm telling you.
elite. That's not just a coordinator. You can get the best coordinator in here on a fucking planet Earth. That's not going to happen with this O line and that quarterback combination.
I think that Ben Johnson would be doing a lot better job than whatever you got now.
What will Ben do to help the offense with the? What do you think Ben will implement? Like, okay, Ben's in with an O line that can't really pass block well. What do you think he would do?
What do I think he would do?
How did Ben do when he didn't have that O line when he first got here?
I think
it wasn't as good.
I think he'd be
like
doing.
We got to see the
Ben
line.
Ben Johnson got this elite tag. You know how Ben Johnson got this elite? Do you notice how Ben got this elite tag when he got an elite offensive line?
Bro, you guys keep fucking. You ask me questions and then stop and then keep talking over me.
Because you keep making the same point. We refute it 10 different ways, and you go back to it.
Question. Then don't ask me the question if you don't want a fucking answer. He didn't even let me answer the fucking question.
Go.
I think he would be making life for Jared Goff a lot easier by implementing plays to get the ball out quicker, to run, to implement more screens to Jahmyr Gibbs and get your fucking elite pass catchers and elite running back the ball to make plays quicker than they're doing now. That's all I'm saying. You implement Jahmyr Gibbs in the pass game a lot more. They did it against the Eagles and then they fucking went away from it. It was
you want to see more screens and slants.
Bro, shut up. And he's got the fucking Chicago Bears that was a shitty offense, a shitty team, a shitty quarterback last year at the top of that fucking division playing great fucking football. And he's
not because of their offense. Their defense has the best turnover margin in the league. They're turning teams over on defense left and right. That's why. It's not because they have an elite offense. That's disingenuous to say.
Bro, if you let somebody finish, he's helped Caleb Williams look 10 times better than he did last year. If you don't think that him going in there and implementing his offense and helping his quarterback has made Caleb Williams the quarterback he is right now, playing a really good level compared to last year.
They also invested in their offensive line last year, from last year to this year.
Hold on, process. You think Caleb's better this year?
Yeah,
he is
Caleb
better this year, but he hasn't been. He also hasn't been what people thought thought Ben would make him this year either.
I'm not saying that.
People thought a lot of people thought Ben getting with Caleb was going to set the world on fire. That's not how they're winning games. They're winning games in a different way, which you commend him for as a head coach.
Yeah, but it's only been.
But they're not winning games still in 35, and Caleb looking like a generational prospect. That's not how they're winning football games.
I'm saying he's implemented a system and to make his quarterback, to help his quarterback out and make his life easier. And you could see the progression of how much Caleb Williams has looked way better than he did.
And on top of that, granted, Caleb, to his credit,
their defense is good. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying he's helping that quarterback this year.
For sure. I think he's helping that. I think he's helping that quarterback, but I think overall, and this is a credit to Ben. I think he's helping that team believe, and I think he's fired that team up in a lot of respects, and they're organized, and they're on the defensive side of the ball. It looks like he made the right coordinator additions, at least in terms of they force a lot of turnovers, bro. They force a lot of turnovers. They make timely plays, and I think that's a culture in that building. I don't think that making an offense point with Ben and their offense is the thing that has them winning games, though. Their offense is cool, is mid.
It's same boat as you guys about losing coordinators. I said, no, it's all right. Our team's going to figure it out, this, that, and the third. And it was a fucking disaster, okay? Our defense was fucking terrible. Our fucking offense was terrible when we got Brian Johnson in there. Until we got Fangio in here, and we looked a little bit better. The defense became elite. And then we got Kellen Moore in there that implemented a great offense. We looked a million times better. Now we lose another great coordinator and we have fucking Patullo and we look like shit again. And everybody's pointing the finger at them because that's a fact. Like his offense is not the fucking same. I understand that you guys are you lost players, you lost a big part of your offensive line, you're banged up. I get it. I'm just saying it doesn't look like the coaching staff is helping the offense. That's all. And I think that Ben Johnson would be doing a better job. And if you don't think that, that's fine. I'm just telling you
It's
my
Ben Johnson that got a belt from the Ravens when he played.
God, bro. You just don't like him, right? You
I
never
will say though,
The
I think
same
one
Ben
of the
Johnson
issues there
that
for
had
y'all,
first half struggles last year.
don't like him, bro. It's fine. Like I don't
No, I
y'all
like Ben, but
well,
I
I
hate the
think it'll look a
revisionist
little
history that I
different for
have
y'all
with
if
Ben.
y'all like
last
take
year.
the
Didn't
Yeah,
three
struggle
it's
in the
Bengals and
first
it's not
half.
about not liking Ben. I don't like how it's like we ignoring football though. Like I don't.
Y'all
I'm not
ignored the struggles
ignoring
Ben had last
football. I'm
year.
not ignoring
Because
it.
because I agree. I think you made a lot of good points with JMO being potentially being more involved and not being a quicker adjustment, and also with Gibbs as well, which we've been doing a lot more with Gibbs the past few weeks as far as two back sets in the slot. Not enough in my opinion, but we've been doing more with that as well. I don't think that would look a lot more. I don't think that would look a lot dissimilar to how it looked yesterday or really the past couple weeks. I don't think that would look that dissimilar. But I think it could look a little better with that play calling in some of those respects, with putting those guys just get the ball in their hands.
One thing is,
Problem I have with that
we've
is
been
I
saying we
problem
needed
problem I
JMO.
have with that is it's gonna go back to my same point. They probably have you're gonna have the same shit. 11 play drive, 80 yards, 6 minutes, stall, field goal sometimes. Because it's gonna end up in the same point, I think. You're gonna have because you can't continuously every drive have to march the ball down the field. And a lot of times last year, it wasn't just putting the ball in guys' hands where we had a lot of those explosives. A lot of those were because we had time to throw. It was a throwback. It was a trick play down the field to got a throw down the field to guys in the air yards. We can't do any of that this year. So you're going to end up back at that same point. It's not a lot Ben can do to just make that magically be able to happen. It's nothing he can do if the O
Hey,
line is shitty.
Wood, do you think we could do the QB stumble play with this O line?
Like
Like,
they tried to reverse shit yesterday. That shit they was in the backfield as soon as the ball was snapped with
exactly.
the throwback shit, with the JMO and
yeah,
golf
I will say.
dropped that ball,
I
but
will say
it's
for the
definitely
Lions
throwing
side
up.
though, because you guys do have the struggles you have on the offensive line. I don't think it's smart or wise for you guys to just continuously say fuck the field goals, fuck 3 points.
And I agree with that. But yeah, I agree with that, and I said that yesterday. That's also to process thing. That's
Because
not
to
a
me,
Ben
Jordan,
thing though.
because to
That's
me,
just the
Jordan,
that's
you
the
do have
coach.
long drives still. You still have the long drives, and if even if let's say right, like you take those three. I'm not saying take every three, but it just changes the complexity of games because you're not just getting nothing in response to an 8 minute drive or a 9 minute drive. You're getting something out of it, and then that puts pressure on other teams, especially with like just time and possession battle. Which to me, you guys should definitely look to do more.
Yeah.
Is just take the threes in certain situations.
Yep. And we call and exactly. And we call plays this year on third down to the some of the fourth down shit. Because
Nigga,
I
I've
agree
seen
with
y'all niggas
process on
run
the
three downs in a row too many times. I've seen you
but we
niggas
do
run
we call
three
plays
runs
on
in a row
third
too many
down. We
times.
call on when we end up going for fourth down, we call plays on third down the exact same way we did under Ben. The exact same way. What we
Yeah,
usually
the
do
run
if
three
if
times
it's
in a
fourth,
row, pass on fourth.
yeah,
That
it's
shit's
like
stupid.
we'll run on third down up the middle because we know we got fourth down. They did that shit last year. It's the same shit. It's just when you get to fourth down now, I think I would say 35% of it, 35% of it is I think the play calling has been bad there. But also last year, quiet as it's kept, some of those plays were also bad. But you had an O line that could compensate. Like you can make a bad play call successful too. You can't ignore that. You can call a bad play, but if you have time to make it work and you have the players on the field that can make the shit work, you like a fucking genius. But we have some of them same play calls, some of the same plays that you're seeing this year that aren't successful on fourth down were called last year. Difference?
Yeah,
Got time to fuck.
I'm not the person arguing the whole Ben Johnson saves the
Yeah,
shit because
no.
I had issues with your process with Ben Johnson. Respectfully, I've
Yeah.
had issues with your process with Ben Johnson, and
Players make shit
it's
look
just
good a
gonna be
lot.
yeah, and it's just gonna look worse when your offensive line play deteriorates. And you're in a
Yeah.
transitional year, no different than a lot of teams. Like hopefully him unretiring does what it needs to for you, but like
Too late.
it did help that he retired after the draft, and you have to move guards to centers. And
After
you don't
draft, after
necessarily have
free
a
agency,
true
that
shooter.
shit. Yeah, that's all.
Bing,
All right, y'all.
bingo.
Y'all talking in circles a little bit. Great convo though. Process. I hear you, Jordan was and Ryan and T. I hear y'all as well. So Jordan, I think you. So Ryan, do you think y'all miss Ben Johnson at all?
Ben was cool. Ben had issues. I mean, we somewhat miss him, but I'm not saying niggas acting like, yeah, y'all miss him, like y'all ain't doing shit. And it's like, no. Like, I'm seeing players not make plays. It's just so simple. If you watch football and not try to do agenda and narrative shit.
Okay. I heard Jordan Woods
Bro,
want.
none of that shit is narrative shit. You were doing narrative shit last year when you wanted Ben the fuck up out of there. When you
Bro,
guys
I've
had him.
been saying Ben can go. I've been
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
know. You never liked him, and now you wish you had him back. I
No, because
guarantee
y'all
you
niggas act
see
like
it.
Ben just the best fucking
Bro, I'm
genius.
not
Like he
saying
made
that.
fucking
I'm
mesh
not saying
concepts. Like
I'm
Ben
not
does
saying he's the
didn't make
best. I'm just
anything.
saying
What he
Ben
you
being
guys
learned,
back
have the
doesn't
best.
solve anything,
Bro,
brother. Ben
your
being
like
back doesn't
offensive
Ben.
solve
line, bro.
anything.
Your
Like if you
offensive
put Ben on
line.
this roster right now, we're gonna have the same problems. We
It
don't
doesn't
have
solve
two
anything.
all pros playing on the line. O line matters.
It
That's why
doesn't.
your
Yeah,
team won
it
a
really doesn't
fucking
solve
bowl last
anything.
year. You have
Your
two great
offensive
teams on
line,
both sides of the ball.
your offensive line
That's a
up
fact.
until your offensive line last year was top 3, okay? Now this year is probably at like 12, 13,
Yeah,
whatever.
you're
Go
smoking
right
crack.
now. No, it
Yeah,
is.
you're smoking
It
crack.
that's
Yeah, no, it's
okay.
not that good, brother. It's not
If
that
you
good. In,
it
in pass
is
pro, in pass pro, it's not that good. It's it's
Bro,
it's
I'm
it's
in,
literally
seeing
in
one of the worst.
our
total
center on his back.
It's
in
one of the worst. It's not
in,
that good.
to,
Y'all,
in
I was not
We
trying to.
can go to the next
Yeah, I
game.
was not trying to spark that back
We
up.
sorry, but
I
it's
only
just like
asked
guys
Rob
got no
because
football, bro.
I only asked Rob because I heard Jordan thought process on already with the 20% thing and things like that. I didn't hear it from Rob, so I just wanted to know. I was not trying to start it back up. Though. Y'all just gonna have to agree to disagree, and hopefully y'all, I guess, figure it out or have a close start to the season. A strong.
their fucking offensive line is
Bro, you
graded
had a
higher than
generational
fucking
line
yours.
last year and have Saquon break a record. Now look at it now. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but
Like
I'm not
you
putting
had two
everything
great
on.
trenches last year. Like, come on, gang.
Yeah, but I'm not putting everything on the offensive line. Our offensive line is worse than yours this year. The
Okay.
fuck? It's graded worse than yours.
Okay.
Going into week 13, you guys have the seventh highest graded offensive line out of totality because you have to take into account running and pass protection. I get it, but in total, you guys have the seventh highest grade out of the entire
That's
NFL
easy.
going into
Them
week 13
stats you
last year.
reading them his ass. Like I saw
And I'm
PFF
giving
said
you, and
Panay
I'm
didn't
giving you
allow a
What's
numbers.
sack.
PFF?
Panay allowed
You
a
have,
sack to Jalen Phillips this year. Like that shit is just wrong.
bro. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that your offensive line is good. I'm saying it took a lot of steps
So
back
then why bring up
from
the
last
stat?
year.
Okay, wait. You're saying our offensive line is
But I'm
bad, but you're also saying Ben Johnson is missed. And what the
yeah,
fuck are we
no,
talking
I'm
about?
saying
You
you
bring
can't
up a
just
stat
put
that
the
says we're
whole entire.
seventh, but then you say you're not saying our offensive line is good. What?
No, I'm saying that you guys
Can we talk
cannot
Cowboys and Chiefs,
Yes,
bro? I'm
please,
cool.
please,
I'm cool,
please.
bro. Like, we're just
listen
not
to the
making sense.
way they get. Listen to the way they get.
It's
They don't
not
want to hear
making
fucking
sense.
facts.
Because
You
me
guys,
and Wood said this shit in the offseason. We said, yeah, having like new coordinators is going to be a struggle. Like, we're not sitting up here saying, oh,
That's
fuck the
why
niggas.
I thought we would. That's
Yes,
why
we
I
have a
thought we would
team.
struggle early. That's why I thought we would start 5-3,
Nobody
5-4. I had to start in five and whatever and going on a run. I
before I
had to
said
start.
I
You
told you
can't you
that.
can't blame O line for guys dropping balls in key downs. Like the Kansas City game, St. Brown drops the ball. The fucking Philly game, like multiple drops. You cannot just sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are
I
struggling." When
didn't
it's
say it
also
was
skill players
all
too.
on. I didn't say it was all on. You're missing Ben Johnson. That's the reason you guys are struggling. I'm saying you can tell that you miss him, and then you guys had a fucking heart attack because you hate that fucking conversation. You hated it in the offseason when you lost him, and you don't want to hear it now. It's
Bro, we
fine. I'm
said
just giving you
then what we
fucking
said,
reality
then what
checks.
we missed, but it's not like we fucking dropping off a cliff.
Yeah, but your offensive line didn't drop off a cliff either. It's bad. It's way worse than
Nigga,
it
we
was
missed
last.
two all pros. What
Bro,
the fuck are you missing? Okay,
I wish you could. I wish you could.
okay.
I wish you could. Why do you process? Why do you think Frank Ragnow went
That
from
threw for
fucking? Why do you
320
think Frank
yesterday.
Ragnow?
Shout out
Why do
the
you think?
Chiefs.
Why do you
Shout
think
out the
Frank
Cowboys.
Ragnow went from fucking hunting in the woods and fishing 12 hours a day and is all of a sudden retired? You don't think we begged that nigga? You don't think we begged him to come back? Process? You think he just
Bro, I
decided out of the kindness of his
know.
heart? Okay,
I know. I know. I get
it's
it. I'm
bad,
just
bro.
Hey,
It's
check
bad.
Fast and Stats Twitter
It's
DMs.
bad. It's
bro,
bad.
whatever.
I wish
Okay.
you could ride around. I wish you could ride around listening. And I know Drive Radio sensationalized shit a lot. I wish you could just come here for a day and just listen and then drive around listen to sports
Bro,
shows
my
here, bro.
offensive
It's
line is
bad.
bad too, but that's not the only thing that's the
Bro,
problem
Mike
with
been
D.
tell
That's
he's
all
All
I'm
right,
about
I'm
to
about to
rip
let.
a
I'm about
hole
to.
in
I'm
them
about to
niggas today.
agree to disagree there,
Is
y'all.
D-Mac here?
Agree to disagree, y'all. Y'all can talk more about that in playback. Um, After the Eagles and Bears game or whenever process comes back around in playback or Discord or whatever the case may be. D-Mac is not here. How every team that played
Another
in week.
comedy show? Okay.
What is this? How every team that
bro.
played.
By the
How
way,
every
No,
team
you
that
should.
played.
that was to their conversation.
Yeah, I'm hip. I'm hip. Ranked in pass protection. But this
Yeah,
is,
see, I know that's bullshit.
is this only for that week though? Yeah, this is crazy with the Ravens here up here.
Yeah, that's we'll talk about that later.
Well, I don't know. Okay, all right. Next we're gonna
Look
go.
Where
who's
the fuck?
24th, child.
Where is D-Mac? By the way, every time they lose, he's a fucking disappears. When they
He's at
win,
a
he's
comedy show. He's at a comedy show again.
I don't know. Rude Awakening.
Was he
I
not
can.
in Dallas last night?
Rude Awakening. I can say. I know y'all heard me in here last month saying I think the Chiefs going to run and be the. I think I said have a better record than the Colts or something like that. God wrong. Well, no need to say God, but dead wrong. They're now 6-6. They are 1-5 on the road. And I mean, one person I can say that I was speaking to their defense was Shaggy. The defense is just not that good, to be honest. Their defense is not that good. The pass rush is not good. The run game is not good to great. And whatever you make out of the wide receiver room, you make out of the wide receiver room, to be honest, with Hollywood, Worthy, Rice, Kelsey, etc. So, Mahomes did have I don't know. You see 4 touchdown passes, but I mean, I wouldn't say he had a bad game. I don't know. So I'll just say that. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, them guys continue to ball. I mean, Dak is blessed to have 2 great wide receivers on his outside, which a lot of us predicted George to have the season that he's having, coming from Pittsburgh and having a mediocre play. I think he experienced play with Russ, he experienced play with others, and then now you coming over here to Dallas and pretty much a team that shifted from they were a balanced attack and now more so like a pass first team type of team. And 1 year or a couple of years they were also a run first team as well with Zeke and company. But I mean, Dak, 27 out of 39, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 bad interception on that first drive or first quarter. Outside of that, Dak had a really good game. CeeDee Lamb got into the end zone quite early, I think on their first drive as well. And then George Pickens throughout the game made good catches and good runs after the catch. That allowed them to set up a game-winning field goal. Was this Aubrey game-winning field goal? Yeah, well, no. It was not a game-winning field goal. But he scored the last points was a field goal. And then the Chiefs came back and scored a touchdown. And then I think George Pickens converted on a slant route, and then that was game because they had no timeouts and they killed the clock. So Cowboys, man, they are over 500. You know, when you think about that one that you see on the Packers record, you think about that one that you see on the I did at the top of the show. Good, you got like an 8.5. When you look at the Cowboys record at the top, and you look at the Packers record, that one, you just wish that one of those teams just ended up winning and losing the game. To be honest, because that's gonna come back and probably not bite both of them, but man, I wish the Cowboys or even the Packers, because the Packers could be 9-3, and probably people be talking about them a little different, and then the Cowboys can also be 7-5. Maybe people be talking about them a little different. I was a little high, ran out the highest on the Cowboys. I remember Parsons had an early bet in the season, which shit, that bet probably is still close between the Cowboys and Jaguars, but I know we canceled it now. But yeah, man, Cowboys 6-5, Chiefs 6-6. Process said that was his hot take or bold prediction. I think Chiefs not making the playoffs, and he had valid reasons at the time for them to not make the playoffs. And I think they effed up in the offseason, and they effed up by the trade deadline. They didn't do nothing, literally nothing at all of significance to bolster the chance to get back to the AFC Championship, which I know they've been making it for like 6-7 years in a row, and or to get back to the Super Bowl. So in a league or a year where the AFC looks as weak as it is, you're having 2 of the better quarterbacks at the league from an overall standpoint, lead teams to potentially not be able to take advantage of that. And that's the Ravens. I'm coming up. We're going to get to that in a second. So, great win for the Cowboys, man. They beat now the Cowboys and Eagles on back-to-back weeks. I swear they're the second team that did this. Didn't somebody else do this early this year, like a couple weeks ago? Didn't somebody beat the Cowboys and Eagles?
Denver.
Cowboys,
Denver did.
Yeah, it was Denver that did it. It was Denver.
He just wasn't back to back,
It
but
wasn't back.
yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Shaggy. Process did say the Chiefs are not making the playoffs.
Bullshit.
Nigga, it don't make sense, nigga. Like
Well, you know what he said? He said the Chiefs was missing the
he
playoffs.
tried to steal Process credit, nigga. You when the Chiefs was rolling and Mahomes was balling out,
If he
nigga.
said that, it wasn't until later on. He didn't say that before the season started. That's a
By the way,
fact.
Lo, send me your cash up for the plate
Hey
content.
man, shout out to the Cowboys. Wish D-Mac was here. They literally have to win out to prepare to make the play. Literally win out. They lose one more game. I'll be surprised if they make the playoffs at potentially 10-7 or 9-8. So they're every game is a must win for them. They have to go 11-6 to make the playoffs, or you have a realistic shot at the playoffs. And I will leave it there. If anybody else want to add any other words to this,
I mean, Jerry Jones look like a. I mean, it's early, but next year will tell us if the Cowboys and Packers made one of the rare win-win trades. Like, it was able to go out, get Quentin Williams, have extra assets to potentially bolster their team moving forward. It looks like Micah is exactly what the Packers needed. So, Cowboys are coming around. It'd be interesting to see what they're able to do with George. Because the more he plays, the more money he's just racking up adding another 2 or 3 M's to his contract every week. It seems like per year. So, but they're a dangerous team. I don't know, but it's probably too little, too late. Even if they beat us, like it's gonna be really tough for them to make the playoffs because they can't really afford to probably lose another game. But they just look like a more solid team on both sides of the ball.
yeah.
A team that can beat anyone any week. And then to the Chiefs, I mean, I don't know. It just seems off. Like it seems like it's like you said, it's really the defense because feels like they're running the ball better. It feels like the offense is fine, even if it's not the Chiefs typical, what you would know the Chiefs as their quote unquote dynasty or whatever, putting up 35, 40 points a week. It might not be that, but the defense is not good enough if the offense isn't gonna be generational. So it's kind of similar to it's damn near similar to us. They're very similar to us in a lot of respects. The offense can be good to very good, but if the defense isn't gonna be shit, then you're 6-6. That's who they are as a team. They're solid. They're 6-6. They're good.
Went on the road.
Nothing more.
To Shaggy.
Can't win on the road. It's that.
To Shaggy. Yeah, 1-5 on the road. 1 second, Jordan Wilson. To Shaggy. Me showing this on the screen does not help your case, brother. All that tells me is that you changed your mind. On July 27th, you quoted a tweet and you predicted that the Chiefs would not make the playoffs. But then in August, when we did an activity, you had Mahomes winning MVP. So that means from July 27th to August, your mind changed and you went with Mahomes winning MVP. And when he was balling in the beginning of the year, you said, this is why I have him winning MVP. So how did that make sense? How did you have Mahomes winning MVP, but the Chiefs missing the playoffs? I don't think nobody up here can explain that to me. There's never been in NFL history, to my knowledge, where someone won an MVP without making the playoffs, to my knowledge. So I'll leave it at that. Jordan Wilson, you want to add anything to the game?
The Cowboys look really good. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a case of maybe too little, too late. Who knows? Like if the Cowboys again, they could run the table, or I mean, was it now 6 games, 5 out of their last 6 games? I mean, they got a legit shot to make the playoffs. Like, but if they don't, it could just be a case of too little, too late. But I don't know. That's a team that literally any given week can play with literally any team in the NFL. So.
Yep, I actually agree with that.
And then on the Chiefs side of things, yeah, on the road they just.
All you're doing is telling me is I thought that he could have won MVP without winning his division and missing the playoffs. It could have been the first thing. that happened in NFL history.
Yeah, you know damn
That's
well,
not.
I'm not responding back to that.
Bro, stop it, bro.
Yeah, bro, please,
I
don't.
literally said it in July. They're not making the
Yeah,
playoffs.
there's no
Don't
way in
tell me what I
hell.
said in
There's no
August. Talk
way in
about what
hell
I
I'm going
said
to
in
respond.
July.
There's no way in hell I'm going to respond to that. I'm
Don't talk
sorry.
about what I said in August. Or I'm just pulling Ev gimmick. New information. I might have got new information in August.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. You got new information and you predicted the Chiefs to make the playoffs. 'Cause you have almost win an MVP. That's my point. You might have tweeted that in July, 100%. That is true. But I know Process made a statement on that. And I don't know if Process changed his stance. Process, did you ever change your stance throughout the year? I could be wrong.
With the Chiefs? No, I said that's a hot take of mine, and I said it might not happen, but it's just a hot take. I said that the tweet in July as well. I said like the Bengals. I said the Bengals win the division. That was a hot take. The Chiefs are a wild card team that don't win their division and don't make and they possibly could not make playoffs. And then I had like Trevor Lawrence as top 5. And then in March of last year, I said the Chiefs are going to lose, not make playoffs. Andy Reid's going to retire. Travis Kelce's going to retire.
Shamaria,
And
what's
Bag's
good?
going to take over. In March, I said that.
Hey, Process, I think you actually said, funny enough, after we had a discussion after the Bills game, after they lost to Buffalo, where you kind of was like,
I told you their route. They lost to all these teams that are ahead of them in the tiebreaker. That's what you're going to say?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I said that a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, you guys are like saying that they'll be okay, but they lost to the Jags, they lost to the Bills, they lose to the fucking Broncos. Like they lost to a lot of teams that have the tiebreaker.
Y'all are lying. Y'all are lying, trying to get this man credit for some shit he never said. I just sent Ed the tweet. The tweet says they're a wild card team. They do not win the division. It never said miss the playoffs. I'm leaving.
Bro, I said in March they miss the playoffs, and in here that was my hot take that they don't make the playoffs.
Check.
In March, I said they don't make the playoffs.
What Shaggy said? We got some new information.
It's Andy Reid. It's Andy Reid's last year, and Kelsey's going to retire. I put it after we won the Super Bowl. I made that tweet. The fuck?
That's in July too. Oh, shit, that's in July.
Wait.
Wait. That's if you can't, nah.
Wait, but
if Shaggy's don't count, his don't count.
Yeah, a process. I mean, you saying that don't.
No,
count.
that was no, because I said that was a hot take, and I also said I think they could miss playoffs too. I said that like in here.
So you had two hot takes that was on two different sides of the fence, then.
Well, no, I don't think that.
Process
being a wild.
There's a hot take. It says a couple of hot takes. You use the words hot takes. So you had two hot takes on one side of the fence and another hot take on another side of the fence, brother.
Well, I guess missing the division. Like the biggest thing was losing the division. But yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. I thought they'd still be fucked regardless.
Basically, you're saying that they're a wild card team that's 50-50 to make the playoffs.
Correct. Pretty much.
Okay, fair.
I don't really give a fuck. Shaggy did say they will miss playoffs, though. Shaggy did say that.
All right, y'all both said it. Y'all both said it. It is what it is, bro. And we can just go.
But Shaggy did say he'd win MVP. But Shaggy did get you there. He's going to be the first MVP not to make playoffs.
How did he get me there? You responded back. You really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was about to say, are you gotta be like, what the fuck?
Respect Johnny Nice and OJ.
But
pause.
Yeah, on the Chiefs side of things, yeah, they suck on the road and they don't win games that their defense isn't locking up the other team, it seems like. So,
bro, let me tell you something. This Chiefs team is the same team as last year. They go into one-score games. They're just losing them this year. Last year, they were in one-score games at the end of the game, and they just fucking came out winners. And everyone said, this Chiefs team's not real. This Chiefs team's not real.
Facts.
Then when you come playoff times and you got to go through Kansas City, it's going to be tough no matter what. So, and even in the playoffs, they had tight games. So, and then once they faced a real opponent, because the AFC fucking sucks, they got squashed and on a neutral site. So, it's the same fucking team as last year. They're just not winning the one-score games. Like, look at all the close games they've had this year. They just come out on the bottom.
Yeah, no, you're right about the one score. I think they're actually, like, it's weird.
Yeah, but they're a better offense. They're a better offense.
And
a worse defense.
A lot of metrics wise, they're just better overall as a team this year. But
yeah, but they're losing.
But the thing about it is, though, the difference between what good and bad teams, the difference between one-score games, literally.
All the metrics can't save them, nigga.
Wait, how are they better?
Does their offense feel, I don't know if we use the word too much, gimmicky to you? If it doesn't feel like just straight drop back, that they're really effective. It feels like it's a lot of in the red zone. I think it seems like they could be effective in that respect. But outside of the red, and I don't even know the red zone numbers. I'm just talking from what I've seen. I could be wrong with the numbers on that, but it doesn't seem like 20-20 drop back that offense down the field does a lot. Do y'all
I
see the
mean,
same thing? Am I
the sad
off?
part is they looked
Unless
like a
Mahomes
better.
is just escaping the pocket.
They looked better when they didn't have some of the weapons. When it was like Tyquan Thornton over top, in terms of just like dropping back and actually attacking over the middle and like
You're talking
attacking
about
either
when
the one high safeties.
wait
Because
a
like
minute.
since that point, they really it is very much gimmicky. All the shit with Worthy is a gimmick.
I know they're committed to
And
the run more now.
they are as well.
I don't know why
A,
they
a,
did.
a lot
Wait
of
a
the Worthy
second.
shit has always been a gimmick. The
They
Rashid Rice shit,
sucked though. Wait a second.
that
They
shit's a
sucked
gimmick too.
before Worthy and them came. No. They sucked as an
No,
offense.
I said just attacking downfield. He actually was
Oh,
completing downfild passes to Tyquan Thornton. Like
not
I
really.
remember that.
No. He was
No, he had
attempting
multiple.
them more.
No, he had
He was
multiple catches pass safeties. The start
no,
of the year with Tyquan Thornton.
no. I don't disagree with that. I'm saying it's not
I'm
that
not
the
saying the
downfield
process was
shit.
never. I'm not arguing like the process was good. It just seemed like they're more willing to attack deeper,
Yeah,
conceptually wise than since Rashid Rice, Worthy, all of them are healthy.
because even credit to Shaq because he said it back when they played Philly that Mahomes deep ball wasn't what it was. Like he was missing
Playing
them.
that for
It
years.
just
His
I mean, but
regression.
he was also attacking it though, Jordan. That's
no.
the
He was
bigger point I'm
definitely
getting at.
throwing it. He was definitely more willing to throw it.
Defense is fucking nuts, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, their defense is not good. As good
That,
as
that,
like
that's
they're not getting the stop.
that's
They could
literally
have
all
got a
it is.
stop
That's literally
yesterday.
all it is. It's literally
Yeah,
all it
they
like
could have got a
the
stop
defense
yesterday. The old needs to get a stop.
last year in those one score games when they were close and the defense needed to get a
Chris
stop,
Jones
it
made a
would get a
play.
stop. Chris
Anthony
Jones
Davis
this year
return
is
is
not getting stops. George Karlaftis is not getting to the
Florida,
quarterback.
what's
Their
up?
pressure is god awful, and Spags is getting predictable.
Cam Best, what's up?
I mean,
Spags is getting predictable.
even with all that being said, though, they're still the sixth. Like in terms of opponents' points per game, they're still top.
No,
six.
that is true. But at time last year, what made them good and in my eyes a good defense this year, I don't think they're as good as they were last year. What made them good last year, they could get timely stops. This year, teams like in those games like Jacksonville yesterday, even the Buffalo game, they can't get stops when it matters, and that's what's costing them games this year. So that in the run game,
I'm with you, and I think that goes more to not necessarily Spags, but just Chris Jones being older. A lot of
Bro,
those
the
players.
sad
I said he's the reason why that team's afloat.
It is interesting though, because when you mentioned like the points per game, I'm interested in like the breakdown of who they play because I know they shut out the Raiders. They only gave up 7 to Marcus Mariota, so I do wonder if that's a little bit.
I mean, yeah,
inflated
that
a
would
little bit.
that would affect it obviously. Like we all know statistics, Jordan, but they still have not allowed that many points just in general in terms of just people scoring in the end zone.
bro. The sad part about this whole thing is this fucking NFC is so shitty they can still make playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, they do have to win out. I mean,
They have to win out the process.
All respect though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, still,
They could
even
win
if
out.
still
They're
possible.
still going
If I'm
Do
the
they have
Colts,
to win out?
Broncos, or
yes,
or
because
the,
if
or
they
the
lose to
Patriots,
Houston, their road gets very tough.
yeah, if they
so-
lose to Houston, it's almost out. They're almost out the
They
playoffs.
lost
Oh,
to the
yeah, they
Chargers.
lose to
They
Houston,
lost to
yeah.
the Bills and Jags and
They
Chargers.
lost to the Bills, lost to
So
Jacksonville,
the
and
tricky.
Chargers. Yeah.
So if the trend does continue about what
So
they
you go to
look
the
like
playoff view. Oh, that is a playoff view.
home versus road, the home versus road thing, if that is a trend that is true, most of their tough games, if not all their tough games, are at home. I think they play Houston at home, they play the Chargers at home, and they play Denver all at home. So
I mean,
Stroud-
yeah,
is Stroud back this week?
The two of the ones you said are divisional
Yes.
opponents game when they played
I
away
believe he
so
is.
far. So yeah,
Yes.
Wait, Stroud is back this week?
I
He's
believe.
fine.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't know that they necessarily have to win out. It makes things a lot easier for
No,
sure.
they do.
no,
They
have
can't
to.
lose the Texans game. If they lose that Texans game,
we say that, but I'm not
I
going
agree.
to say that.
So the thing
Bro, I
is,
promise you, if they
because
lose
I-
one more game, they're not making the playoffs. It's how
I
Jordan
think-
Woods.
if they go 10-7, they have to rely on a tiebreaker, and they don't have
The
any
tiebreakers-
tiebreakers. on
Oh,
this one
okay,
weekend.
okay. Let me ask this question though, right?
They have to get to 11 wins to make this playoff.
Hey, Ev, can you pull up
the
the Chargers schedule real quick?
Chargers got the Eagles on that back end.
Now,
Who the
if
fuck are
you look
y'all?
at the Chargers, remaining schedule, someone tell me
fuck are
how
y'all?
likely,
I can't
tell
wait to
me
get that
how
fucking
likely
game.
it is that they could win 3.
Plus the Cowboys.
Cancel the Raiders win. Cool, right? The rest of that schedule, I don't know.
I don't know that those other teams just get 10 wins.
I don't want to do it. The Bills are definitely getting 10 wins. The Bills are for sure getting 10 wins.
The Bills. Yeah, I'm more so talking about that 7 spot. I don't know that how.
I mean, the Bills are in the 7th spot as of now, so they would.
No, I mean overall.
Oh, you're saying you're saying between Jags, Texans,
between the Jags, Texans, Chargers. I don't know how stamped it is. Those teams just in with 11 wins.
You said the Bills aren't going to get 10 wins.
No, not 11, 10. You mean 10, right?
Oh, 10 with 10. Yes, with 10. Yes, with 10.
Can't you say the same for the Chiefs though too, right?
No, you can, but I'm saying that's I'm only pushing back to the point that they have to win out. If they don't win out, there's not a realistic shot that they make it. If they beat the Texans and if they beat the Texans and both finish 10-7, they get in over them. No.
Yeah, whoever wins that game.
Yeah.
Gets in the playoffs.
Okay, yeah. So that doesn't. Okay, so that's.
But the Texans at the current moment aren't in the playoffs either, though.
But they're
even if
I'm trying to move.
Yeah. I'm saying. What I'm arguing is that the teams ahead of them still would have the tiebreaker if a tie.
I agree. If they finish with the same record, I promise you, I comprehend. I get it. If
The
they
only
finish with 10 wins. I'm talking about them finishing.
They gotta hope
it's the Jaguars. It's really the Jag. I think it's really the Jaguars.
Well, no, they can't be tied with the Jags.
It is really the
So here's the thing.
It's because I think the Chargers' schedule says they could realistically finish 9-8, and I don't think that it would be. I don't think that it would be like implausible. Like I don't think
Jackson's making the playoffs. Look
you said what?
Jacksonville won't make the playoffs. Look at that schedule.
That's what I'm saying. If the Jaguars' schedule is super easy and they finish with 10 wins stamped, then cool. But them other teams is not stamped. I don't know the Jaguars' schedule.
But the Chargers, bro, the Chargers have the Raiders next week, right, or this week. Then they got the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Texans, and then the Broncos. They ain't fucking winning that many games.
Y'all love trying to guess games. Y'all love
everything
trying to guess
after
games.
Raiders.
I agree, man, but I'm just saying that's not stamped though. That's not stamped.
Yeah, the Chargers gonna go 1-4 in these next 5 games, huh? Or after that
No, but they could go
2-4.
They could go 2-5. They could go 2-3 for sure.
So here's
but they play Kansas.
But Ev he's saying they could also win every game too. You never know.
Well, yeah, they could.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Nobody said
that. Win every game.
No, but I'm saying you never know. You can't count wins and losses, especially this season.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm on your side. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're on my side.
No, I'm not on your side, Jordan Woods. No, I'm not on your side.
Oh, okay. Who made the point?
You're counting wins and losses then.
I'm telling y'all to not count wins and losses.
So hold on.
If you're saying that they have to, no, if you're saying that they can only lose one more game, then from there you're counting wins and losses for other teams.
I'm not saying they can lose one more game. I'm saying they can't lose again at all.
No, you're saying that. Well, even that amplifies the point even more. If you're saying that they can't lose at all, then you are counting wins and losses for other teams.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I just want to ask you a question so we can just clearly be on 2 different sides. You think if the Chiefs lose one more game, they can make the playoffs still?
Yes.
And yes.
Okay,
yes.
I don't. And I think okay. Yeah, so we're on 2 different
sides.
But
then, Ev, you're counting wins. Then you are counting wins and losses.
That's what I'm saying.
Jordan Woods and Jordan. I'm just simply saying one thing. If y'all want to call that count wins,
you're saying that the Chargers or the Jags can't collapse because they can still have a chance if they.
I'm not even speaking on the Chargers and Jags. My point is about solely the Chiefs. If the Chiefs lose one more game, they are not making the playoffs.
But okay.
But to make that statement, you literally counted.
I don't even know the Chargers and Jags schedule. I look at the Chargers now. I don't know the Jags schedule.
So then you can't say that the Chiefs will make the playoffs.
I can look at guys.
Ev, you can't say that if you're not counting wins and losses.
If y'all want me to, I'm not counting every single game. I'm not making the schedule and counting wins and losses. But I can make a prediction though. I think that the Chiefs being 2 games back in the loss columns with those teams, and also not having the head-to-head over those teams, it is highly unlikely for the Chiefs to lose one more game and make the playoffs. That's why I don't think that'll happen.
This is where I'm at, right? 11.
Yeah, that's fair, but then you're still
okay. That's fine. I'm doing that. Yes, I'm doing that.
So I was saying,
make it better for y'all. Yep, I'm doing that.
The other teams aren't losing.
11 guarantees.
I'm not worried.
So it took you 2 minutes.
So for me, 11 guarantees, 10 is 50-50, and 9 they're eliminated. That's to me how I look at
Yeah.
10 is not
Yeah.
50-50.
10 is not 50-50.
If
All
they're
right.
10,
You'll see.
10
I think 10 is
definitely
like six. I
Yeah,
think
all
10 is
right.
like 65, 35,
because
70, 30.
because
Yeah, all right.
if you're
because if
banking
you
on
tell
10 wins,
me
you're praying to
hold on,
God
if you
Jackson.
tell
Hold on,
me
no. If you have 10 wins, you're praying to God Jacksonville wins the division. You have the tiebreaker over the Colts. That is the only way that
or
you
the
are.
No,
expecting
again
to
you need the Chargers to
or
Bro,
to
bro,
win.
Jordan
Chargers.
Wilson,
But
they're banking on the
they play
Chargers.
the Chargers.
They're banking on
They
the
play the
Chargers to
Chargers.
finish 9-8, bro. That's what
Okay.
the
I
bank
think
on
you
there.
One
guys
loss, they
forgot.
beat the
Wait a
Chargers.
second. I think you guys forgot what the Chargers looked like when Alt got hurt the first time.
And what the fuck do the Chiefs look like right now?
What do the Chiefs
Oh
look
my
like? What?
goodness.
Okay.
What do they look like right now? Y'all love the
Let's
idea of the
use our
Kansas City
brains.
Chiefs.
Wait, where
I'm
does it
using
go
my
to?
brain.
What's the second tiebreaker, Z Farm?
Wait, what?
You
Sorry?
can't bring up the
If
Chiefs
they
because
split,
in this
if the Chargers and
scenario,
Chiefs
Why
split,
not?
we're saying, hold on. The reason why you can't bring
What's
up
the second
what I'm saying is
scenario?
in this scenario, we're saying the
think
Chiefs
conference
get to
record,
10
that would
wins.
go to
Now, obviously, if they don't get to
Chargers.
10 wins, the point is mute.
Yeah.
How what's the spread on that right now? What's the Chiefs conference record?
Chargers
to?
are 6-2. Chiefs are 3-4 in the conference.
Okay, so they're probably not gonna have. Yeah, so they're gonna have to go 9-8.
So,
Okay,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like they have to win out. Like that. It like the only way that I see like the only way they get in with 10 wins, and this is a really possible scenario. Look at Jacksonville's schedule. Jacksonville wins the division. Colts suck because Daniel Jones has one leg. It's that simple. That's the only way they get in with 10 wins.
I
but
think
Z-Farm, you're not
the
looking at-
Jags is the biggest impediment. I think the Texans shit
Z-Farm, you're not
they
looking at-
can have over. I think the
Z-Farm, you're
Chargers
not
shit
looking
is
at-
plausible too.
You're not
The
looking at
Texans
the
are
Chargers.
better than the Chiefs.
The Chargers can get in.
Yeah, but they can both finish. I think they can both.
The Chargers need 3 wins.
Okay,
They can both finish 10-7 and they beat them though.
Hold on, I got a
Oh,
question.
yeah, that is true. That is true. So what about if the Texans beat them?
Hold
though?
on.Hold on. If the I got a question.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm talking about possibility.
When do they
Yeah,
play?
I'm not
If the
stamping
Chiefs-
that the Chiefs are making the playoffs. I'm just saying I don't think it's as 99-1 if they don't win a game as y'all are. I would say it's more like 70-30 or 75.
I think for both the 9
They lose one game.
I think the 9 and 10 teams have to win out with 6 losses.
So
I got a question. If the Chargers lose to the Chiefs when they play them next, and they finish with the same record, who do you know who the tiebreaker would most likely go to?
Chargers got the division.
Yes, the Chargers would get the conference record.
Oh,
it's conference record.
Yeah, my bad. Conference. My bad. So it's no conference then division, if need be, or it's just never division.
So two teams are from the
I
same
don't think
division.
it's
They
ever
go
division.
division
Okay,
record
it's ever
first.
division.
If it's
Yeah,
two
I
teams from the
think
same
that's only
division,
for
What's
actual.
the
Same division.
The
If
Colts
not,
are what right now?
wait,
8-4.
Colts are 8-3.
Well, how would they have the division record if they still play the? Well, you have to hope they beat the Broncos too.
So
They still play the Broncos.
Oh,
Okay,
is it from the same division? It goes to division record first.
Yep.
I thought so.
Yeah,
Okay.
division record then
1
conference.
Why
and
you just lie to me then,
2,
Z-Farm?
but they're 1 and
Why
2.
you
They're
lie to me,
3-0. They're 1 and 2 and they're 3-0 though. So
All I'm saying is after the Raiders,
Wait,
every
Z-Farm, did you
single
just lie to
game
me?
on that schedule to me is.
but
50.
the problem is the Chiefs. But you're going to end up in the same spot, Jordan, because the Chiefs can't. If the Chargers win that game, they're going to have 4 division wins, right?
Oh yeah, no. So
the Chiefs can't. The Chiefs
No, I
can't
said if
end
the
with.
Chiefs beat the Chargers.
So obviously the caveat of the 4
No,
and
but I was
1.
talking to Jordan about the
So here's the thing,
Vegas
boys, right?
and
Copy,
LA still
copy.
play though, so it would be 4-2. At best, it would be 4-2 and 4-2, assuming that they beat Vegas if that's what you were saying. They play them, and then it would go to
All out
conference,
black.
which again the Chiefs aren't going to win over them.
It will
No. All I was saying is I don't know that the Chargers get to 10. Is what I was saying. I
don't think that's stamped.
I
either.
told you, he
Like-
the Chargers go 2 and he goes
Be-
the Chargers go 2 and 4.
because I'm like, okay, the Texans,
Yeah, I'm mad at it.
Cowboys, the Eagles. Like, I'm like, well, okay. So now obviously the Chiefs lose to the Chargers.
Why you say the Eagles like that?
I think they go 3-3.
Wait, why you say the Eagles like that? Don't you think the Eagles mid?
Yeah, but relatively speaking.
When I said or Eagles yesterday, you said you put yeah.
Or Eagles.
Yeah.
No, okay. Okay, this
Don't
is
try to
Chargers.
big them up now. But when I bigged them up yesterday, you
I'm not.
you threw a shot at it.
Okay,
Nigga. You threw
okay.
shade, nigga.
No,
it will be the conference record that decides.
Realistic conference first or conference after division.
After
for
division,
Chargers and Chiefs
they will be.
specifically.
I do agree with Ed. If they
They're gonna
lose
be
the game,
4-2.
they're probably fucked up.
Yeah. So 4-2,
100%.
4-2. If both go 4-2,
And then it goes
then
to
it'll go
conference
to
record.
the.
I think Chargers.
I'm not sure- I'm not
Chargers
sure.
are
Hold
gonna
on,
have
nah,
that,
back to
yeah.
that
So they
dude
gotta
though.
go.
Why you say Eagles
Okay.
though? Like you said, they play
I'm
the
not trying to
Eagles.
throw
You think
with
the
your
Eagles
scenario,
mid?
Jordan.
Okay, so Give me 3 wins on the Chargers schedule right now.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh my goodness.
Why do you just say they even play the Eagles? When I referenced the Eagles yesterday, you think the Eagles are mid?
Okay, because saying somebody's relative is mid relative to contenders is not saying somebody's mid relative to the rest of the league.
You don't think we're contenders?
It was a conversation between the Rams and the Seahawks. Like that's what that conversation was, and whether the Eagles was in that upper tier of the league.
No. That was not my statement. That was not my statement.
I don't think
the Eagles are mid compared to the Seahawks.
I never referenced the Seahawks.
No. I'll say.
You're messing up, Jordan Wilson. That was not my statement. My statement was I think that the AFC is mid to compared to the top teams in the NFC, which is the Rams or Eagles. That's exactly what I said. And then you responded in quotation marks or Eagles, trying to be funny, signaling that the Eagles are not at the top of the NFC or just not that good of a football team. One or the other. Which one is it? Because then now when we look at the Chargers schedule, you go, they even play the Eagles. Like, what do you mean by that?
Oh no. I don't think they're stamped. Like, I think they're like, if you said the Rams playing one of the AFC teams in the Super, like obviously the Rams get there. I think
mind you, we beat them. Mind you, we beat them.
Who, the Rams?
Yeah.
That Lily
up here chuckling. Bro, I know we don't.
Lily up here chuckling.
I know we don't. I know we don't.
This is a really funny comment.
Come on, bro. Don't put us.
Jordan Wilson's a funny guy, bro. Jordan Wilson's a funny guy.
Jordan Wilson, all you had to do was say you think that the Eagles, even though the Eagles are mid, the Chargers are bad to you, or you're not high on them.
Yeah, you could have just said that, to be honest.
That's all you.
I really didn't have it like I thought I did, but you also just didn't. We wasn't ready.
Bro, this nigga don't like the Eagles, bro.
Yeah, or say that though. But then again, it wouldn't make sense.
Like, you could just say him saying that the Chargers aren't a given to beat the Eagles.
He don't like when teams get it out the mud process. He don't
Jordan's been a fucking. Jordan's been a Jalen.
I'm not a Jalen hater.
Yes, you are. Fuck you are. Yes, fuck you are.
Oh no! See, process.
This man's big enough. Stan Darnold.
When I feel like a guy's being overrated, then it's gonna sound like I'm hating
because I'm like overrated. He literally called
because you called him top 5. You called him a top 5 quarterback.
Fucking Super Bowl.
You say he was the second best quarterback. No. You actually tried to say he was number 2.
And you called Justin Herbert top 5, and now you're talking about
you know the rules, bro. You win a chip, you get to say whatever, bro. You know the rules. You're supposed to give him that.
Yeah, you're right.
You're supposed to give him that, bro.
Yeah.
Supposed to let him have it.
And you also called Justin Herbert top 5. Now you're trying to figure out ways he fucking beat us.
Okay, cool. You can get the Justin Herbert shit off, but at the end of the day, they lost both their tackles.
Oh, here we go with the offensive line. Our offensive line sucks too, bro. Do you hear me?
No. Don't do that.
It does. We just lost our best tackle for 6 games.
They lost 2 tackles.
Process. I promise you. No matter how bad you think the Eagles' offensive line. Hold up. No matter how bad you think the Eagles' offensive line is, it's not bottom 3 in the league.
I'm not saying it is, but go ahead. You keep making the excuses for every other team in the world.
I don't want to take it to my bad. I'm gonna just budget.
Yeah, let's get to the real game.
The different 2 teams that didn't even play.
Yeah. Let's get to the game.
I don't want to
get to the fucking game.
I don't want to take it to 2 teams that didn't even play yesterday, so I'm gonna move from that. Shout out to the Cowboys. Be young, man. You made a bet with me like a month ago, 3 weeks ago, about y'all winning 10 games. It's actually a possibility. I'm not gonna lie. 6-5-1, and I know everybody put back at the time. I'm hoping y'all lose this Detroit game. That'll be 6-6-1, but y'all can beat Vikes. Y'all can beat the Chargers. That's 8. Y'all can beat the Commanders. Y'all can beat the Giants. Damn.
Are you rooting for Detroit for once? Okay.
Whoa. Y'all my Super Bowl pick for like 5 weeks now. I was with y'all for like 5 weeks. I was there for a little minute, but I had to move out of Detroit. I went from Detroit to LA. I leveled up. I'm in LA now. I got a nice.
Oh, you in LA now? That's
I got a nice big.
You're not over here.
I got a
nice
football
in LA, basketball in LA. Okay.
Yeah, man.
He's not over here, big boy.
You got the F jinx, T. You got the F jinx.
Wait, you said y'all had that yesterday. You said y'all had that yesterday. Y'all won.
Okay. Anyway.
Damn, cooked her ass.
Maybe Jordan Love just that good.
Yeah, exactly. Get him again.
All right. Last but certainly not least, the Baltimore Ravens lost a game. Some people coming into this game. Who did I speak to? Shaggy said it, but I explained it to him. He's like, I forgot the division. But somebody said it. I can't remember who it was.
Said what?
That this was a must-win game for the Ravens. I can't remember who that was.
Said it.
There you go. Yeah.
Said it.
Look, you're right here. Yeah, I just tremendously disagree.
I said it.
Yeah, I tremendously disagree with that statement. by the way our
Oh,
division
okay.
looks, and long as all we have to do really is just win next week and we'll be fine against Pittsburgh. But and still try to win more of the games, obviously. But to the game though, man. I mean, what a football game. Ravens dropped to 6-6. The Bengals moved to 4-8. And Joe Burrow, I'm gonna start there real quick. Joe Burrow in his return showed why he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, pump y'all brakes on the Drake Mays of the world. Pump y'all brakes on the Jordan Loves of the world. Like, pump y'all brakes on some of them guys that's trying to enter top 4 conversations. Nigga, the top 4 is stamped and it's going to be.
That's what you say because you beat your head.
It is going to be. Wait, you think Drake May better than
December
Joe?
21,
Wait,
bro.
hold on. You think Drake May better than Joe Burrow or something?
December 21, bro.
Wait, hold on. You interrupted
What's
me
it gonna
right
do with
there.
Joe Burrow?
Do you think Drake May better than Joe Burrow or something?
No, I just did. I just feel like they may have nothing to do with to do with what you were saying, bro.
Okay. Joe Burrow. Yes, Chan. This game made me say that. Y'all can look at this and see 24 out of 46, right? But it's deeper than that. It's how he looked on the field. It's how he looked in the throws that he made. I think Joe had not over 3 bad throws yesterday, and one of them, someone said that they weren't even a bad throw. I think y'all said Tinsley just didn't finish running hard on that touchdown pass on the right side. Other than that, like some of the wide receivers dropped some passes. Like, it was some good defense as well. Don't get me wrong, but Joe Burrow looked really damn good, bro. Like, it's night and day. What he does for an offense, in particular his offense, and also for Jamar Chase, for Chase Brown. I mean, Chase Brown is going to be a stud in fantasy going forward with Joe Burrow, and even he was trending in that direction with Joe Flacco. But the way the offense is, like, you'll run with Chase Brown. The lane's gonna be opening up more, especially if T Higgins on the field in that game, which they needed him in the red zone, in my opinion. And but outside of that, I mean, he's running. P Ryan's gonna be running. Chase gonna be catching on the backfield. P Ryan gonna be catching on the backfield. Joe Burrow just makes the offense better. And last night, he did that where the Ravens have not given up. And granted, we played some mid for the most part, but the Ravens haven't given up 20 points for the last 5 weeks or something like that. And Joe Burrow said, okay, look here, nigga, I'm back, and I'm going to show y'all that I'm back. And I think he did a good job when it came to leading the offense. I know they didn't get 7 majority of the times, but they got into that red zone. One of them was a fumble by Lamar on some dumb stuff, but they got into the red zone pretty well yesterday, I would say, and kicked some field goals. So Joe Burrow was solid. And we still cannot guard Jamar Chase. Nate Wiggins did not play in the second half with a foot injury. He was limping to the locker room, didn't look too good. Awuzie returned. Awuzie was solid yesterday. Marlon Humphrey sucks. Kyle Hamilton got bagged. I spoke on that earlier in the show. Roquan, I did not see him on the field for the most part yesterday. I don't know what. He played, by the way, but I'm saying his impact, it wasn't felt. His presence wasn't felt.
You said Roquan?
Yeah, Roquan.
He was
okay. I'm like, I don't want to interrupt you, bro. I'll let you finish because I had a question about Roquan.
Okay,
He was out there.
he was out there. Yeah, that was that. I would say that. He played football. He dressed up.
I was going to type in the chat that Roquan played today.
Yeah, he dressed up. I'm not looking at no stats. I don't know how many tackles he had or anything like that. But he dressed up. I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what type of what play call that was to have them show blitz and then try to switch into man with making Roquan pick up the seam, which that was Yoshi. It just that was just ridiculous. I mean, that was a phenomenal throw and counter to the blitz that the Ravens shown yesterday. Even when we did blitz, we didn't convert. We only had to do it one time. So that didn't matter. What else? I'll start on the offense now. Lamar Jackson. My goodness. Nigga. I don't know what the fuck that was. I mean, this is back-to-back weeks now. Lamar Jackson just is looking like Jamarcus Russell. Like, that's not Lamar Jackson. That's a bad quarterback. He looked god awful yesterday. I mean, missed throw after missed throw. 2 fumbles. One of them, he just tossed the ball to the lineman and let the dude score. Isn't that how they scored? I think he scored on that play. Tossed the ball to the dude. It looked like I think that's how I think they scored a touchdown off of that. If I'm not mistaken. Let me check. I think they did. Am I wrong, Z-Firm? Remember when Lamar lost the ball?
They hit the field goal. That's
the one got
the
2, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that they didn't convert.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar should have been 2 interceptions, but 1 interception, 2 fumbles lost. Horrible Lamar Jackson game. He tried to use his legs a little bit more in this game. His arm was not there. He claims to be. He said in the post game, I don't think. What did he say? He said some bull crap. I just think that I just need to be more consistent with his arm, so everything else will work itself out. He said I don't think it's the mechanics, something like that. I just need to be more consistent. I don't know. Something's off.
It's that radio show.
Yeah, something's off, and I didn't really like that comment. And then I'm watching a game at Shaggy crib because my aunt crib was in Baltimore, and I wasn't about to drive all the way home during the game. So I was like, let me just go to Shaggy crib in Baltimore. And Shaggy father had said something, and I noticed the same thing. I'm confused. I'm like, bro, we didn't even run the ball in the second quarter. After having a lead going into the second quarter, like you would ought to think the balanced attack would be there. You ought to think you would still utilize Derrick Henry, who did not have a bad football game yesterday. That man did not have a bad football game yesterday. 100 plus scrimmage yards, and only 60 on the ground, 6 yards per carry, and got it to the end zone. Uh, that was probably the biggest problem for me. I typed this earlier in the chat. I feel like they wanted Lamar Jackson to go toe to toe with Burrow for some reason. I don't know. I feel like Todd wanted to be like a
Yeah, can't do that.
Todd wanted to be like a toe to toe type of thing. So, yeah, man. I mean, outside of that, likely you got to hold on to that ball. I think we go up 14-3 if he scores that, or 14-6 if he scores that. Zay Flowers OPI call horrendous. You know, that's another 7 points that got taken on the board. Then after that was the best two plays on offense. Literally the whole entire game outside of the Derrick Henry taking a short pass for like 40, 50 yards. Other than that, that was literally the three best plays on offense, and we probably didn't get no points out of none. We didn't get no points out of none of them probably. Let me check on that Derrick Henry catch. Yeah, I don't think we got points. Yeah, we didn't get points on none of them. So none of them three plays. So I'll stop there, bro. Lamar Jackson was god awful. That's probably the worst game and I think I said this about Cleveland. But that game right there, I don't know. That wasn't Lamar Jackson yesterday. Like, nigga, it's one thing to say you don't want to play on Thanksgiving. You rather be with family. But, nigga, if you got to play, nigga, don't look like you don't want to play. Like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck that was. The nigga said he didn't want to play on Thanksgiving and had a performance like that. This is god awful. So, I'll pass it to Z Farm, and then I'll hear what anybody else got to say about this game, and then we'll talk about Eagles, Bears, and then get ready for the watch party.
Yeah, I didn't think Joe played as well as I thought he would. I thought Joe was okay yesterday. I thought he left a lot of points on the board. That's no knock to him. He played a good game still, but I thought, if he was Joe, we would have lost by 50. They did leave so much points on the board. That was ridiculous. Shout out to the defense for holding as much as they could. I thought they played as best as they can. The offense put them in a lot of bad spots. Roquan's just non-existent, man. You pay guys for what they did in the past, and that's understandable. I get it. When Roquan came here, he was very good, but he's just been ass since that extension. I hate to say it. He's not a good middle linebacker anymore. Some of the things he does, you can tell he has IQ. He understands the game. He just can't do it. Like certain cuts, certain routes, he looks lost. It looks like he's a newborn colt on ice. That's the best way I can explain. He's just very lost out on the football field. Marlon Humphrey, I was going to say it. If Nate played a full game, he looked like the worst cornerback on the field. I'd rather take Chidobe Awuzie over him, and I'd much rather take Nate. Nate was really the X factor in that game yesterday. Nate was locking shit down. He goes out with a foot injury. God forbid that's a broken foot. That our season's over if it's not already. With that's just a major loss. So losing Wiggins, who was locking shit down, locking Chase down. Tinsley had a few good targets that Nate shut down. So, Joe could have easily had 500 passing yards on us yesterday. Shout to Nate though for what he did. But this team, like I said last week, I wasn't impressed with the 5 games, the 5 free wins we had, the 5 teams we played. I thought they were all ass. No offense to those teams if you're one of those teams. But those just weren't good teams. This week was the test. You played a good quarterback. He didn't even play great, and you still lost by 18 points. It's just not good. It's a combination of trenches and coaching for me. Lamar was horrible, but he has my reasoning. So, this team is not going to go anywhere. I said it last night in the space. Rye can be my witness. Shout to him for being in there last night. I don't want to see this team in the playoffs. They're going to lose a game. They're going to lose one and done. The trenches are horrible. John Jenkins and Brent Urban are the 2 guys in the middle. I don't even think half the people in here know who that is. Rightfully so. Don't even learn their names. The two guards are probably the worst in the league, Voorhees and 77. About nearly said his name. They are not good. They are causing this team problems. Henry cannot run the ball to his standards. Henry could have 100 yards last night on a good offensive line. And he had, 60? And that was still a good game for him. He could have had a nuclear game last night, but he didn't because our offensive line sucks. Yeah. I'm cool off Likely, too. I'm cool off Likely. I'm cool off Mark. Those guys can go. They're not worth $15 million a year. That Likely shit. We can get a guy in the draft in the 4th round, Like, only guy that's worth his market value. And if you watch the Lamar pick, Likely got his shit blown up. This is why I'm pissed at Likely, because he cost Lamar a pick last night. That was it would have been a perfect ball. It looked like it was going right at Zay Flowers. It would have been a touchdown. Likely gets blown up. Guy that blitz tipped the ball, goes up in the air, Lamar gets picked. If that was Charlie Kolar, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Like, there's no exception. That's a touchdown. Charlie Kolar is the only tight end on this team right now that's worth his market value. Everybody else, then go elsewhere. Likely, Mark, go to another team. If you want to be a receiving tight end, go to another team. We need guys that can block. We need guys that can catch. Kolar's the only guy who can do both. So, I don't know. I don't know if this was mentioned. This is a weird stat. Our 2022 second-round pick, David Ojabo, our 2023 second-round pick, Trenton Simpson, combined for 0 tackles. Lamar Jackson had 1 tackle. Lamar Jackson had more tackles than our 2022 and our 2023 second-round picks. That's crazy. You invested capital, high capital, in guys that play on the field. It's not like they didn't play. It's like, they were on the field, they were on the roster, but they didn't play. No, they played. Trenton Simpson was out there. David Ojabo was getting meaningful pass rushing reps. And they did nothing. They're non-existent. So,
yeah, that's 2 misses.
Yeah, I'm cool off this team. I'm cool. Zay, he just got to fucking run straight. I'm sick and tired of the dance back and, lose the fucking ball gimmick that he does every once in a while. I'm sick of that shit. Run straight, bro. If you run straight, I swear you're the second coming of Tyreek Hill. Nobody can stop you. It's been proven. Rashad Bateman, where the fuck is he at? Whose wife did... I can't even say that on YouTube. So apologize for that, Ev. I don't know what he did to Monken or Harbaugh. He got to get the ball. He's sitting wide open at times, and I'm like, holy shit, Bateman's right there.
Wait, he played? No, I'm not even trolling. Like, he
plays. Yes, he plays. He's wide open. He yes. He is a top 10 separator in the league still. He was top 5 last year. He's kind of taken a step back because of that injury. He's top 10 in separation, and he has 17 catches, I think, this year. I don't know what he did. I don't know what they think with Bateman. He needs to get the ball more. He was a very efficient wide receiver for this team last year. I think 80% of the catches he had last year.
Catches in a year?
Yes. 80% of his catches were for first downs last year. I think this year he's at 85%.
You gotta go on mute, BM.
He is an efficient wide receiver. Catch the fucking ball and give him the ball more. He needs to get the ball more. I don't know why we're spamming Mark, spamming Likely. I get it, 2 tight end sets. That's cool. They need to get in 11 personnel. They need to get into 11 personnel. You have D-Hop, you have Zay, you have Bateman, and then you have whoever the fuck Mark and Likely, whichever one you like more. And then Derek and Keaton and whatever fucking Rasheen Ali, who led the team in running back snaps yesterday. Don't know why. That was crazy to find out this morning. Ali had more snaps than Henry and Keaton Mitchell combined. Don't know what the fuck we're doing there. Yeah, I think this team has just a straight identity crisis. They don't know who's good, who's not. And it's a problem because you're trying to figure shit out, and it's week, 13? That's unacceptable. You need to be better. You're a team that was picked to win the Super Bowl this year. You still have the talent, in my opinion. You still have guys on both sides of the ball that can be one of the best in the world. And you're not doing shit. You're not doing shit. That was embarrassing.
I gotta.
No. Hold on. No.
You
Hold on.
have the team to win the Super Bowl.
Hold on.
Bro,
I'm
he's talking
sorry.
about
I'm sorry.
players, bro. You know what he means. He's not
that's
saying
the
he
only
thinks
time
it,
I'm going to
though.
do it.
He doesn't think it. Like, but go ahead, Z-Farm. Go ahead. He stopped.
You have Kyle Hamilton and Lamar Jackson on the other side of the ball. That is enough. That is a top 3 defensive player in this game. Y'all can argue that all you want. Kyle is that. And Lamar Jackson is a top 3 quarterback in this league. He's not playing like it, but he is. That is what we need. That is what we have. We have the foundation. You need to build around it. You have guys that are around him. You have Nate Wiggins. You have Zay Flowers. You have the guys around you. You have to do it, though. You have to win. Yeah, I
didn't know he served me your process, but go ahead, Z-Farm. Go ahead. But process, you was about to say something bogus though. But I don't know how you.
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Bro, process.
He said we have the team to win the Super Bowl.
He's speaking from a talent perspective. He also does not want to see
you
the
have
team.
The players. Yes,
he also does not want to see the team. So what are you pushing back on?
Because he said we can earlier, but we have the team to do it. And then he's talking about how shitty everybody on the team is. He said we have the team, the talent, the guys to do it, and we have 2 of the best players on each side of the ball. How the fuck can you have the team to do it and then come in here and say that I want to get rid of Mark Andrews, get rid of Isaiah Likely, our offensive line sucked, Roquan Smith doesn't know how to play, Simpson fucking sucked, Marlon Humphrey fucking sucked, our 2 guys that we drafted didn't have any tackles. Bro, you can't win a Super Bowl with 2 players in Hamilton and fucking Lamar Jackson.
So you just discredit. Okay, I'm not even going to respond to you because that's going to be a 15
You just told me how shitty your team is, and then in the same breath told me you have enough to win the Super Bowl because you have 2 fucking players.
You have
what the
talent
fuck?
on both sides of the ball. It's like having Ed Reed and Ray Lewis on a side of the ball and you can't win the ball. Like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. That's dumb. That's like having Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey and not be able to make a conference finals. That's how dumb that shit is. You know what I'm saying? That's how dumb that shit is.
Oh, Z-Farm.
You have talent and you can't build around them.
No, I'm saying.
Why are you cutting me off? Why are you cutting me off? Why are you cutting me off? Can I land? And then you can have your question, your Q&A bullshit that you do with everybody that you just did with the Lions. Can I just land my plane, please? Thank you. This team is. I don't want to see them make the playoffs. Lamar will get embarrassed. It's that simple. I don't want to see. I don't want to hear he's going to be 3-7. I don't want to hear that shit. I'd rather them miss the playoffs because that's when change is actually going to happen. That's when change. If they make the play, I guarantee you, they make the playoffs at 10-7. They win the division. Nothing changes next year. We're going to see the same coaches. Actually, no, I disagree. I think they fire Monken. I don't know why. I think they're going to scapegoat Monken. I definitely know you've seen the reports and the articles. You know, they're kind of like trying to get it going already, scapegoating him. I don't want to see that. I don't think Monken is the problem. I think Harbaugh is the problem still. I think everything that we've seen that they're blaming Monken for, we've seen it with Greg Roman. We've seen it with Marty Morningwig. We've seen it really ever since Kubiak left this team. It's a Harbaugh problem. It is what Harbaugh is telling these guys. It's a philosophy. It's a game plan problem. It's not a Monken problem. If it happens with 4 guys and those guys are gone, is it going to be the 5th guy? No, it's Harbaugh. I'm sorry, it's Harbaugh. Orr's got to go too. He's too young. He's inexperienced. The shit he was doing against the bad teams like the Jets.
I didn't.
It's not working against the good teams. It's not working against the good teams. So, this team needs change. If they want to win with Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, they gotta build this shit. They gotta retool this shit. They gotta get guys in there that want to win. It's that simple. You have a foundation. You got to build around them more. Complete misuse of resources and time. That's all it is.
Thank you, Z-Farm, by the way. And anyone else that wants to speak, 1 second, real quick. Not the real deal. I did not say that. I was the one that made a statement in that ballpark. My statement was, I think all top 4 quarterbacks are walking 10 wins. Top 4, top 5. I said Burrow got close last year. Obviously, he was the only one that just didn't do it. So that was my statement. They win 10 games. The Ravens still should win 10 games. I do think all top 4, top 5 quarterbacks are walking 10 wins. I'm going to do real quick. It's no point for me to ask Z-Farm that. Can you ask Z-Farm, why can't y'all fix the pass rush? I should have been asked for a minute. What do you want Z-Farm to say to that? I'm going to do.
What do you want me to, the team sucks. I said for weeks, literally last night they put in Emory Jones. I'm like, why is he not in the game still? He was the best left guard that team had last night. He was the best guard the team had last night. They took him off the field.
Two more.
You want me to, I don't coach on that team.
One more comment before I open up the floor to anyone. Mitchell needs to get more involved. He's got the juice. I'm not sure why he's stuck on the bench. I wasn't playing early. Yeah, Keem Mitchell made a great run. Great play call, by the way. I woke up and I saw the Ali thing as well as far as the snaps. I was stunned, but I noticed it during the game yesterday. It just didn't make sense. The last thing that I wanted to respond to in the chat, but wouldn't that be more embarrassing? Wouldn't that be more embarrassing if they missed it to Z Farm's original point? Not necessarily his point. Well, it would be embarrassing for him to miss the playoffs. But the bigger picture is changes need to be made up top, Bray.
It's embarrassing. You're 6-6.
That too. And then
I'm embarrassed already. You can't embarrass me enough.
I missed your early comment about the Cowboys. My bad. I don't know what you meant by running the table for the Cowboys. And then last but not least, my last thing I wanted to say, even on that likely, shout out to 2 Bengals players. Bad I think that was to knock the ball out. It didn't Hill. Hill made a great play on the ball on Devontae Walker. Could have been touchdown catch. Great play on the ball. Like literally got his hand in there and broke that up perfectly. So shout out to those 2 fellas. I didn't want to go without giving them a shout out for the plays that they made. Battle forced the fumble, I believe, and then Hill made that great pass breakup on Devontae Walker. Could have been a touchdown. Anyone else want to up here now on the stage want to chime in on this Ravens versus Bengals game?
Yeah, I wanted to chime in a little bit, brother. You know, can't win usually 9 straight in the NFL, and that's kind of what you fell on your face with. C-Farm kind of already expressed, but I had some of the same concerns about beating teams with, subpar all-around situations. Outside of that, though, like, you still have opportunity to go next week and kind of reclaim your position in the playoffs. If you do lose that game, it gets real difficult. 9-0 was a stretch, though. It's got 5 wins in a row, though, so shout out to 5. Get ready for next week, brother.
Nigga, you lose that game next week, Lamar better sit his ass down. I ain't gonna lie. I know it's not gonna happen, but yeah, shit, nigga, why not?
No, we just seen Joe Burrow come back for nothing.
I think there's a scenario. There's a scenario that I think someone laid out where the Bengals can win the division. I don't think it's gonna happen. Because I think more than likely they drop one of the Bills and Ravens game. Going to Buffalo and trying to win a game is tough. But their 9-8 scenario, if they were to win both of those games, that's a big if I should say. But it ain't the most implausible shit because the rest of their schedule after 3 games after that are pretty easy games for the Bengals. So
what I say? Was it what day was we in here? Monday? I think we was in my bad. Well,
no, go ahead.
We was in here Monday, I think, and I had made a statement to where like I think it was Shaggy directly. I think it was Shaggy directly, and he was pushing back on Burrow return. I'm like, well, nigga, why not? I mean, it's not like their playoffs chances are completely over. All they have to do is literally win on Thanksgiving. And he was saying like, well, do you think they can really beat you? I said, nigga, it's possible. No, I did not pick them to beat us. But I did reference the point to nigga, it's possible. Like it can happen, and it happened. Now, like Jordan Wood just said, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs either, but there's a possibility where they can probably go 9-8 and make the playoffs. I saw that scenario as well. But yeah, man, I mean, they're going to have to do what they did last year, and that's win a lot of games in a row. Now, they still can probably ultimately fall short finishing 9-8 because unless the Ravens and Steelers neither one of those teams win 10 games, which is probably possible, which is possible as well. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make it clear that the Bengals can go on a little mini run of their own because their offense will be good. Go ahead.
Don't they see the division in the second? Don't they see y'all again?
We got them again.
Like the next coming weeks. Don't they see the Steelers in the next coming week and y'all in the next coming weeks?
No, they put the Steelers twice.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if they win these 2 games, they're going to win out. I'll say that. My prediction though, if they win these 2 games, they're going to win out.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that like you just can't go 1-8 without them. Like if you had went 3-6. Even maybe if you even went like 2-7, like ultimately the Jets and the Bears game, losing both of those games is probably what's gonna keep them out. But probably play spoiler for a few people though, going down the stretch. I'll say that. But
yeah, mainly for us, I think the Bills will be okay if they lose. But for us, they beat us again. If they sweep us, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And get scared.
Yeah. Or hypothetically, we lose that Pittsburgh game next week and to them on the 14th. Nigga, we're not making the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
It's over with. So
I think with y'all, I think offensively, it's a lot of question marks there. Obviously, I don't think you're as bad as you were to begin the season. I think you've gotten to from either average or just good in general. And generally speaking, that usually would be good enough. But offensively, I think it kind of starts to the fact that your quarterback can't physically do the things that he normally does. Or at least it doesn't look like he can.
No, yeah, you're right.
I think like it's not even that. Like I don't think all those offensive players, likely Zay and all of them, are just bad. I think it's the fact that when Lamar is Lamar, he elevates those guys. He makes them. He's able to bring out the best out of what they have to offer because of the way he can extend plays out of the pocket and just cause chaos for the defense. But it just looks like he's not really able to do that. Now, last night, I mean, you just can't turn the ball over as many times as you did and expect to win. And even at halftime, I think you had, 3 turnovers at the half? It was either 2 or 3 turnovers. You were obviously still in position to win, but I don't know. It's just the offense looks disjointed. Z-Farm says it might be Monken is the one that gets scapegoated because now I'm starting to hear that. It's like, oh, what is Monken doing? Now, granted, last night, like not running the ball in the second quarter is terrible.
Like, what did they got going on over there, bro?
It's a hardball
That's
thing.
a good question.
Like, bro,
Like-
but I'm sorry, Jordan. Between the Ali shit and the Bateman shit, like I legit didn't think he played football last night, and it's nothing on him, but I just think he. What do they got going on?
The thing
This
with
shit is-
Bateman felt like when they got D-Hop, it almost felt like Bateman got replaced in a way, or at least it, like that's what it feels like. But then they don't even really target D-Hop that much. Like I'm pretty sure he caught 1 ball last night, or at least from what I remember.
He had 2.
I mean,
But you're right either way, though.
it's like they use the tight ends over the middle of the field shit, and then the downfield shit is like D-Hop. So it's like Bateman. You could be right. It's like, what's any good OC would, any good offensive overall brain trust would have him more involved, but it seems like
Apparently he's in the game and he's wide open, according to every Ravens fan.
He's a top 10 separator in the league. Stats prove it.
So then why the fuck isn't he getting the ball?
That's a great question.
If he's in the game, okay, and you pointed to coaching. If he's in the game and he's a top 10 separator and he's wide open, is the coach's fault that he's not getting the ball thrown to him?
That's probably a piece of it.
That's probably
it's probably a he may not be in terms of the first, second, or third read, maybe.
So when AJ Brown gets open on slants, is that Hurts' fault or is that part of the coaching?
What'd you say?
Right? It's both, right?
Well, I don't
AJ
Hurts
Brown gets open on the slant. That's coaching and Hurts, right?
No, everybody blames Jalen, but yeah. I mean, when he's open and he doesn't get the ball, everyone blames the quarterback. But that's fine.
Time to find him.
But
yeah, if he's not the first, second, or third read, and the O-line's not giving him time, I can see how that would happen.
I can't hold
even
my,
if some of it is Lamar as well.
Yeah,
I can't keep my fucking mouth shut anymore. Are you done?
But here's the thing, though, right?
Hold on, Jordan. Can I talk now? Because I waited because I didn't want to interrupt, and I always cut people off.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Me and Z-Farm been done.
Okay. Well, I don't know because when I opened my mouth when I thought he was done, I got fucking yelled at.
He said, I said, do anybody want to talk? And then T stepped up to the plate, and then Jordan Wood said something. And Wilson, you just choked and I say nothing, brother.
He said all of the bad things that's wrong with this fucking team, but then in the same breath said we have enough talent to win because we have 2 of the best players on offense and defense. And then so if you have those great players and in Hamilton and Lamar, but then in the same breath say we're so shitty. But in the beginning of this season, I had to hear you pop your shit about these fucking Ravens, including all the other Ravens fans, and how great your fucking team is, and how great of the players that you have on this team are. Now it's not enough? Maybe your great players that you have on offensive defense that you said you can build and win a championship around aren't that fucking good. Because in the beginning of the season, you had the greatest team on paper, the best roster overall, a top 2 quarterback in the league. Rashad Bateman, according to Ev, was one of the best number 2 receivers going into this season. 2 top 10 tight ends, okay? A good defense, a top 3 linebacker, the best safety in the league. Marlowe's still Marlowe. He had a great season last year. And Nate Wiggins is going to be a great corner too. And now all of a sudden you don't have enough?
Is that to me or Z-Farm? Because I heard my name.
To both of you guys.
Wait, okay.
Because now you're talking about you don't have enough, but before the season you had plenty.
Okay.
And if you build a championship roster around Kyle Hamilton and Lamar Jackson, you have enough. So the Ravens with all that you guys had in the beginning of the season, now it's not enough because you guys aren't showing up. Maybe your quarterback is just dog shit this year.
Thank you. There we go. Okay, yeah. Z-Farm, let me.
Yeah, there you go. That's the fucking problem.
Okay, Z-Farm, let me respond back to his.
He gets 10 yards of separation, but he doesn't get the ball. Well, maybe because your quarterback isn't fucking finding him. Or maybe your quarterback doesn't have the fucking
the time, right? The time.
Wait,
what about the time? What about the time?
Maybe he just doesn't have the time to.
Why are you not pointing to the? Why are you not pointing to the time at all, though?
I told you in the beginning of the season.
Why are you not pointing to the time at all? I'm asking you a specific question. Why are you not pointing to the time at all? At all, at least, though. You're not doing it a little bit. You didn't even mention it. Why are you not doing that at all? I'm just asking.
But again, it's a problem. But aren't these great things to overcome that?
Process. When you go through things and break things down, just include it. Don't just leave something like that out. That's very valuable. Has Lamar been good this year in the totality? If Lamar plays I just listened to you. I'm responding back to you now, process, please. If Lamar plays 7 games this year, he has not been good in over 50% of them or 60% of them, process. I can tell you that. Yes, that is true. A lot of things are true about what you just said. Now, hold on. Now, the not win it all thing or not have enough, yeah, take that to Z-Farm. Now, you mentioned my name when it came to Rashad Bateman as the number 2 option. Rashad Bateman was 1,000% a top 10 number 2 in the NFL season last year. You cannot name 10 other wide receivers that was operating as a wide receiver 2 that was better than him. I'll wait whenever you get that response. And then you mentioned Marlon Humphrey. Yes, he was good last year, and Marlon Humphrey over the last 5 years haven't been on a trajectory or a route like this. Good 1 year, mid the next. Good 1 year, mid the next. Good 1 year, mid the next. These are the facts. The facts are the facts. Also, you mentioned my name when it came to the Nate Wiggins thing. Nate Wiggins has been our best cornerback this year, and he has emerged as a real CB1 for the Baltimore Ravens and also across the league this season. I don't know why you mentioned it's my turn. It's me and Z-Farm. We just shut up for you. It's our turn to respond back to you now. I don't know why you mentioned Nate Wiggins at all. And yes, we have Kyle. Well, that part is to Z-Farm. So the Rashad thing, yeah, I know he's good. The Rashad thing, I don't know why you brought that up because he was that. Also, I think time goes into play. Lamar Jackson being just so bad, and the way they run their offense, it shifted to, for I don't know what reason, Zay, and then Mark likely, and then we're running the ball. And then if Lamar does have time to scan the field, now granted, I meant to say this last night, but if Lamar does have time to scan the field, typically, more often than not, no, I'm saying it wrong. If Lamar Jackson would have time to go to third, fourth read, fifth read, whatever the case may be, the pockets will collapse. He has to move. Now, last night, he fucked up. He had, I would say he missed Bateman on one of these 2 plays he fucked up. Like, I know he fucked up a lot last night, but 2 plays he fucked up, which I meant to mention is he found my password to you. The Bengals, I don't know the cornerback name. I think his number is 38. I don't know the bum dude name. Okay, yeah, it is 38. He was in a slot. He was in a corner. He was slot corner. And he showed blitz before the ball was even snapped. Lamar hold it off. He went back to like acting he was going to coverage. As soon as the ball was snapped, he came again. As a quarterback, Lamar Jackson was supposed to have that blitz picked up. I think he did. He had Ali come from the left to the right and pick up the one blocker, but they just sent too many. And so he still got to Lamar, and Lamar Jackson missed Rashad coming across in the middle of the field. Another play where Lamar Jackson missed, I think it was Mark Andrews on a block, and he turned it into like a pass block, bro. Like he was blocking at first, and he went out, and Lamar Jackson just missed him. That was 2 horrible misses by Lamar Jackson. He got to get better when it comes to audible in a pocket. You know, whether it's pass protection, whether it's routes, whether it's plays, whatever the case may be. But you choosing right now, and you're just not your turn to respond. You choosing right now or this season to talk about his arm talent is ridiculous. Lamar Jackson, one of the best throwers of the football in the NFL. And you want to point to now, he's a top 5 thrower of the football. If you want to go lower, top 7 thrower of the football in the NFL, 1,000%. So why the fuck did you just say out your mouth, or maybe he doesn't have the arm talent like I said last year? Well, nigga, I know damn well you ain't say that last year, and I know damn well you ain't say that the year before. The only time you can ever say something like that was 2019, 18, maybe 2020. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about in that aspect. It's my turn. It's my turn. He's been one of the best throwers of the football. He's been one of the best throwers of the football, point blank, period, all over the field the last 2 years. The facts are the facts. Z-Farm, I know you're on deafening. You never what? I'll let you respond because Z-Farm is on deafening. You never what?
I never agreed to that. I never agreed to that. You could
Yeah,
think
I
that,
don't
but I've
care if
always
you
told you.
agreed to that. You were just wrong. Nothing that you can
Bro,
you put up a statistical number when it came to the Lions.
If
You
you
put
got-
up a
if you think that offensive
you put up a statistical number when it came. You
line
put
is
up a
that bad,
statistical number when it came to the Lions and the offensive line. Do that for Lamar Jackson that passing down the field over the last 2 years. Do
but
that
I
for me.
mentioned the
Do that
offensive
for
line
me.
to you.
Do that for
Bro,
me.
no, this is the problem.
Z-From,
I
whenever you're
mentioned
ready,
the
bro, take
offensive
over.
line. I mentioned the offensive line to you guys in the beginning of the season. I said that's going to be a problem for the Ravens, and you guys fucking brush it to the side. Don't matter. Be this, we're still going to be that. We're still Super Bowl contenders. This, that, and the third. So now, when you guys have actually see it with your own fucking eyes and use it as the problem, you should have known that from the beginning of the season. But no, you had the best roster on paper and this, that, and the third, and now it looks like shit. That's all I'm saying. Just you know, what do you say to me? Humble up. Well, you need to be humbled up because that fucking team sucks. And don't go and fucking use this excuse of the offensive line when I told you in the beginning of the season it's going to be your biggest fucking downfall, and you
Dog, I didn't
poo-pooed it
even
during the
speak on the
beginning of the
offensive line
season.
process. I didn't reference the offensive line at all in this game, brother. In this game at
You
all,
just
I didn't
said the
speak on the.
offensive line.
I'm saying in this game, I didn't speak on the offensive line.
You guys know
I'm going to
time.
you. I'm speaking to you with Rashad potentially not getting the ball. Yeah, that's why I brought up the time. That is true. But you did not hear me make the
Oh,
offensive
you're
line.
talking about-
You didn't hear. Yeah, but process. Any game that we lost this year, I did not speak on the offensive line. You're not hearing me.
You just went on an hour about how we don't have time.
Process. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. Any game the Ravens lost this year, process again. Process. Can you let me talk? Can you let me talk? Any game, I know I said the time thing in reference to the offensive line. Now listen to what I'm saying. Any game the Ravens lost this year, I never came in here the next day and pinpointed the offensive line. I never did that.
Okay, so what's that
problem? Process. Can you let me finish? Any game the Ravens lost this year, I never pinpointed the offensive line. Now, in contrast or in comparison, whatever the case may be, when you are speaking to Rashad Bateman, all I said was maybe that came to the time thing. But all in all, the facts are the facts. He's not option number one in the offense or maybe even two on most passing downs. That's the problem. I cannot speak to why he's getting the ball. And if he is ended up again open, which Z-From is pointing to you, giving you actual stats or facts and stats, which you are just choosing to ignore, he's just not getting the ball because that's when I probably will bring up the time process. But again, we lost. I did not speak to the offensive line. Is it an issue? Yes. But am I referencing as why we're 6-6 right now? No. Z-From, my brother. Z-From. Because two things can be true, process. Why are you always against that?
What do you mean? I'm saying, what's the reason then? If you didn't reference the offensive line to why you guys suck this year, what's the problem then? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, you're asking me for the overall season now.
Yeah, you're saying I never brought up the offensive line for when we lost that was the problem and that's why we lose. But other Ravens fans do. Forget that. I'm talking to you. So why the fuck are you guys ass this year?
Well, I wouldn't say we're ass.
If you don't think it's
I heard you. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, if you don't think that the offensive line is the main problem, and that's the reason why you guys are losing,
I just said you never heard me come in here the next day and reference the offensive line.
So
I don't ever bring up refs. I don't bring, and I'm not speaking. And I didn't speak on the offensive line. That's what the fuck I said. Is it a problem? Yes. Do not try to put words in my mouth, please. I never said it's not a problem.
Okay, so what's the main problem then? If you never bring that shit up,
everything. You heard me speak on different things this season. Process. You heard me speak to Orr. You heard me speak to the offensive line. You heard me speak to Lamar Jackson's level of play. You heard me speak to the secondary, right? Now, did things shift or get better, quote unquote? Yeah, but it's still not where it needs to be or where I thought it would be. The passing offense, the run game, the secondary outside of Nate Wiggins and Kyle Hamilton, for the most part. Malachi got better this year, in my opinion. Uwuzie been decent this season. Marlon Humphrey has not been that good this season. Roquan took a drop back this season. Mike Green impact could have been better for us this season. I'm not putting too much on him because he's a rookie. Pass rush was my biggest problem coming to the season. That is still a problem. So it's like the coaching process. It is 6 things or 7 things why the Ravens are 6-6. If you want to say that's ass, cool. I'm saying that's mid. The Ravens are a mid football team, and mid and ass is not the same thing to me.
Well, compared to what you were supposed to be, you're fucking ass. But I'm saying,
yes, that's true. And I just gave you that answer. You about to ask me the same thing again. I just gave that to you.
No, you don't even know what I'm going to ask you.
My bad. I apologize.
Did you not think any of this shit could happen during the season? Did you think all that would be fine? That's what I'm asking you. Like you predicted them to be this great team, but you didn't know all this stuff.
I did not predict the offense to look like this over the last 3-4 weeks of the season? No, and I don't think nobody could have predicted that, especially how good the offense looked the first 2 weeks of the season. Also, I did not predict Lamar Jackson getting hurt. I don't know how them Texans and Rams games go if Lamar Jackson played, right? So, and again, so I did not predict the offense to look like this. I did not predict the secondary to look how it did before we made the Gilman trade, right? And I knew the pass rush was going to be bad. I knew the offensive line was going to be bad. So yeah, that's the main thing. I did not predict Lamar Jackson to not look as good as he did.
You knew the trenches were going to be bad, but you still thought you'd be great. The most important part of a team.
What?
You just said I knew the defensive pass rush was going to be bad. I knew the offensive line was going to be bad.
Bad as far as getting a lot of sacks and things of that nature. And yes, I did predict us to win 12 games.
Who expected Madubuike to literally break his neck and potentially like be at like career like that was a freak accident that just basically could ruin his career. I don't know if he's coming back. From what I'm told, he's not.
Oh, can you answer my question then that I asked you earlier and you cut me off and got all
you said fuck Z-Farm and tried to jump on me. So now you want Z-Farm to get straight to your question now?
No, you responded. You responded to me. He didn't want to respond. He didn't want to answer when I asked the question earlier.
He was letting us talk. I said let me go first, Z-Farm. It's not like he's not ducking you. My bad. I'll get out the way now. Okay, I'll get out the way. I'll get out the way.
So you said that we have two elite players on offense and defense, Kyle Hamilton and Lamar Jackson. We need to build around them. Before the season, you had the best fucking team on paper building around those two guys, and now all of a sudden, in the same breath, you say we have a good enough team to win the Super Bowl, but in the same breath, you say we can't win. I don't want to win. We're going to lose in the first round. What is it? You have a good enough team because you have those two stars with talent around them, or you don't, and you don't want to see them get into the playoffs. That's what I'm confused about. What you said earlier, and everyone in the chat agreed that you were saying both things at the same time.
I think like two people said something, so I guess the whole chat is two people. But the whole team is Lamar Jackson and Kyle Hamilton. I think I've said that multiple times in here. I don't really value the guys behind them. Maybe Nate and a couple guys, as like side pieces. But if Lamar Jackson's not out there, they're a whole different team. If Kyle Hamilton is not on the defense sucks. If those two guys are healthy, that's the team.
Facts.
That is the Baltimore Ravens, and that's the part that. And I know you talked about it earlier. Roquan's the top 3 linebacker. I don't think me or Ev have talked about Roquan in that light since 2023. I don't think.
Bro, last year he talked about him. I said Zach Bond was better than him last year. He said no, he wasn't. So last year you guys said Roquan was.
I didn't. I have not been a fan of Roquan since that championship game against Kansas City. Everything after that, I've said he sucked because he has fallen off since then, and it's been a major fall off.
So why did you predict them to go to the Super Bowl again?
What does that?
If you have two,
what does that have to do with Roquan Smith?
Well, if you think that your middle linebacker is not that good anymore, if you think that you have all these problems, what did you pick them to go to the Super Bowl for?
Because Lamar Jackson is good.
Is made up of two people.
Kyle Hamilton is good.
Yeah, it's two fucking people. Who the fuck wins the Super Bowl?
The AFC is wide open, and it's really just depending on who the best quarterback.
I think it's deeper.
If it's wide open, hold on. Wait a minute. If it's wide open, hold on a second, Ev. If the AFC's wide open and it's still wide open, and you have Lamar Jackson and you have Kyle Hamilton, why do you think they'll lose in the first round of the playoffs?
Because Lamar is not playing up to the standard I thought he would play at the season. Plus, and I know you're gonna come off the mic and scream at me when I say this. He's hurt. He's not 100%.
Okay, that's fine. No, you should have just said that from the beginning.
That is the part that I think a lot of people are whatever the fuck I'm going to say. People don't understand Lamar's hurt. He is hurt in multiple areas.
And you say that. I don't mind you saying that.
I've been saying the thing is I've been saying that about Lamar is that he is hurt. He's been hurt since August. He has not played this season 100%.
He should fuck down then because he's going to get worse.
If he sits down, they're a top 5 pick in the draft.
Well, that's better than being 9-8
that's why
and not making playoffs.
That's why he's okay. My bad. I'll stay out.
So then he's sitting down the rest of the season if that's the case.
He's like Joe Burrow said last night. He's a football player. If he's healthy, if he's 100%, or if he's good enough to get out on the field, like he said he was, he's gonna play. Lamar was 80% good enough. They waited an extra week. I thought he could have played against the Bears. He didn't. He waited till that Thursday after, 4 days after. He played. He's been mid. I don't think he's been ass. The last 2 games, I think not the last 2 because we didn't play the Browns. 3 really because the Jets he wasn't great either. The last 3 games he's been bad. But that's not who Lamar is. If Lamar is healthy, Lamar is good. Lamar is top 3. He's not healthy, and I don't think he will be healthy this year. So I don't want to see him get embarrassed. I don't want to see the Lamar people that are going to say, "Oh, he's 3-7." I don't want to see that because it's a fluke season. It's a fluke season. If Lamar was 100% healthy, I guarantee you he's not 3-7 in the playoffs. Because he is going to be going into the playoffs 75%, because Kyle Hamilton is going to go in banged up, this team's going to lose in the first round. That's why. The guys around him, I really could not give a fuck about the guys around him. I could not. Henry, they don't fucking use Henry enough to say, oh, well, he's a guy. They're so fucking colluded with that running back room, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Keaton Mitchell should have been on the field all season. He was a healthy scratch in 5 games. Rasheen Ali just led the team in snaps. He's our running back 4. They don't know what the fuck to do with the running backs. They don't know what to do with the wide receivers. They don't know what the tight end room is. They have so much mediocre talent, good talent, that they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't have bad players. It's weird. That is a weird statement, but it is true. They have so much mediocre to good talent on the roster, they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to combine all that together for a perfect formula and say, here you go, Lamar.
Do you agree with that?
This is what we're going to do.
Do you agree with that process?
I've never heard some shit like that. There's so many good fucking players. They don't know how to use them.
Mediocre. Mediocre to good.
Then you got a big problem. Then there's no fixing that. That's insane.
Yeah, that's what I've been. Harbaugh to me, and this is why me and I think Ev is on this train as well. This is why I want Harbaugh gone, is because he is a CEO, but he's a fake CEO. He doesn't know how to run an actual football team. I guarantee, and you guys are probably going to say, oh, well, if you fire him, you're going to find somebody better. What does Harbaugh do? If someone can actually come in here and tell me what Harbaugh actually does, I will give you $50. You can't. He doesn't do anything. He's a special teams head coach, and the special team sucks. He doesn't know how to call an offense. He doesn't know how to call a defense. He has never established a culture in Baltimore. The culture has been Ray Lewis and Lamar Jackson. Those are the 2 guys he's had called. That's the culture that this Ravens team had. What is the culture? The Ravens way that sucks? No, I'm not hearing that shit. It's crazy. Harbaugh is not good. The guys he brings around them is to scapegoat his mentality, his philosophy, and it's a problem. It's a problem. This team is stuck in its way, and it's not going to change. The only reason why I think this team is good is because Lamar Jackson's the quarterback. And as you see, when Lamar's not playing good, the team looks fucking horrible. Or if he doesn't play at all. So, y'all can say what y'all want to say.
I don't even necessarily inherently disagree with so much, but it's a while to say this literally right on the heels of a 5-game winning streak.
When they played bad teams, they were supposed to. If they didn't win one of those games, I would have genuinely been concerned. I would have said chalk the season then, and I still had concerns. I came in here every day, and when Ev said, "Oh, well, the defense played good," I said, it's a bad quarterback."
He
I don't
did
know.
say that. To be fair,
I'm not going to take it seriously.
He did say that.
I'm not going to take that seriously. And I said this in the space. Ryan can defend me. He's been in my spaces every week. I've said I need to see this team against a good quarterback. I need to see this team against a good offense. Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. And the thing is, and I think I said this to start my soliloquy earlier, Joe didn't even play that good last night. I thought Joe was mid for his standards. Joe, if he was good, they score 50 points.
Well, your defense wasn't the issue last night. Let's say your defense wasn't the issue.
I'm not saying that. They left a shit ton of points on the board, and they could have scored, I think, 3 touchdowns? They just couldn't finish. And when Joe is 100% and he's in the groove, we know Joe starts a little slow every once in a while, but coming off an injury or starting the season. Right. If Joe is in the groove, he's in the middle of a season, like last year when we played him and we had to score 40 points, that was going to be another case, but we weren't going to score 20. So, I don't know. This team has too many spots for Lamar and Kyle to cover. Last year, Lamar was MVP. It should have been MVP. Quarterback play. Kyle was, again, best safety, best, top 3 defensive player in the world. Those guys behind him aren't doing shit. The guys that are getting paid the big bucks, Marlon Humphrey, Roquan Smith, they're making $58 million combined on a cap hit this year. What the fuck are they doing? They're Marlon, even though he had, I think Eb said it as well, he has the up down type thing. He is having a major down year. This is not a down year. He's an all-pro one year, he sucks the next year. He's having a historically bad season for his standards. It's bad. Roquan is having a bad season.
Marlo can't cover nobody in man coverage. I mean, that's a problem. It's really just that simple.
No, he can't.
Yeah, he just can't cover nobody.
And like, if you were to tell me that Chidobe Awuzie and Nate Wiggins are CB1 and 2, I would have been like, okay, I don't believe you, but that's what's happening. Chidobe Awuzie is going to, and he's a free agent after this year. He's going to get paid a bag because of what he's doing in Baltimore. He's not going to be back next year. So you have Marlon Humphrey, who's probably going to get back on all-pro standards. You're going to have Nate Wiggins, who, God forbid, again, hopefully he didn't break his foot. That's, from what I saw, that was bad. But hopefully it's just a we'll see on Monday type thing. But the role players need to step up. If they want to take me, if I want to be taken seriously as a team, Zay Flowers needs to step up. The guys behind Nate Kyle need to step up. And that's as simple as that. The coaching needs to step up. Harbaugh needs to lock it. If they don't make the playoffs this year, I guarantee you change will happen. And I think that's what they need to start taking, because this shit ain't sweet. We were talking about the Cincinnati Bengals could win the division at 9-8. The Steelers could win the division at 10-7. They're not good teams. With all
you agree with that, Ev?
They're not good teams. They are not good football teams. The Steelers suck. They're in the cycle that I've been telling y'all for years. And the Bengals, they have one of the worst defense, if not the worst defense in the league. If we lose the division to that team, fire everybody. Start from scratch next year. Build everything up from the ground. Tear it down. Because you cannot lose the division, especially in this weak point in the AFC. You can't. I don't care if Lamar missed, 4 games. You have to win one of those games. They should have went to fucking Huntley and after the Texans game? They refused to because Harbaugh was stuck in his way. He wanted Cooper Rush. He paid him $3 million. Cool. Huntley was a better quarterback. Fans knew it. Just like Emory Jones, we know is the better guard. But guess what? I guarantee you Voorhees and Filele is going to start against Pittsburgh. So, the fans are right. The fans have been right.
And process, I mean, I laid out, again, I saw the scenario for the Bengals. I said I know it's a possibility. I don't think it's going to happen, but I do respect Joe Burrow coming back and playing because it is possible. As far as the Steelers going 10-7, yeah, I mean, I'm at the point to where, or either one of them teams potentially win the division, I'm at the table with Z-Farm where, not granted, I'm not moving off my prediction. What I said, what I had was, I predicted 11-6.
11-6.
Well, didn't you say,
I think I said 11-6.
Didn't you say you sweep the Bengals?
Yeah, obviously I was wrong, dude.
Yeah, he thought they were gonna win last night.
Yeah, I said that already. I thought we were gonna win last night, brother, and the Bengals won. But I also stated it's possible for them to win this game on Thursday against us. I said that to Shaggy on Monday, I believe. So yes, I did say that process. What I was about to say? Yeah, I think I said 11-6 after we went 3-5. But the same way the Lions fans changed their tune, the same way Chiefs fans changed their tune. Why can't Ravens fans do a process? I'm just curious. Like, why can't they?
Yeah, that's fine. You can. I called out the fucking Detroit fans. I called out the fucking Kansas City fans. I'm calling you motherfuckers out too.
Okay. If y'all lose, but the thing about it is, if y'all lose to the Bears in an hour, you're going to change your tune as well, though.
No, I'm not. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not
I heard you
change
your tune, but you changed your tune last year, though.
Change about what?
You never changed your tune about. You never changed your tune about nothing last year.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. When we fucking,
I do think.
Well, my bad. I'm so used to you doing that a lot. My bad.
When y'all were 2-2 last year, you were questioning why Nick Sirianni brought his children on the podium.
I don't like Nick Sirianni now, Z-Farm. I don't give a fuck.
You were basically threatening him about
I
his
still want him out. I want him fired right now. I said
we really have the same opinion on our teams.
No, I just think my talent. No. Because I think my talent on my team overcomes my retarded head coach. You don't.
I think we do. I think the reason why Harbaugh's here is because Lamar's been so good. If Lamar wasn't great in his first season, Harbaugh's not a coach. Harbaugh's on a different team.
Okay, but your talent.
If Lamar didn't come in 2018, he's fired, and that's
fine. That's fine. The difference is my talent gets it done. That's the only difference, and that we're more talented than you guys overall, obviously. Obviously, you got the better quarterback, but I'm just saying.
I didn't think I needed to elaborate on this, but just to the chat, and I love the chat, by the way. I genuinely love everybody in here. Y'all are just so funny to me, and y'all probably think I'm funny too. This is what I meant when I said change tune. It wasn't taking a shot at nobody that's a Lions fan. It wasn't taking a shot at nobody that's a Chiefs fan. But I heard my two brothers coming here within the last 2 weeks, come in here and say, oh yeah, well this team is not. I'm not taking them serious no more. They are not contenders. Oh yeah, we are not contenders no more. Why can't Z Farm do that? Why can't Z Farm say, well, I don't want to make the playoffs anymore? Why can't he do that?
Well, not wanting to make the playoffs is fucking wild.
That's the same as saying we're not contenders anymore, though.
No. They never said they don't want. Jordan Woods said we can still make playoffs.
Oh yeah, I want to make playoffs. I want to.
Jordan Woods.
Process. Speak to my contender thing. What is wrong with Z Farm saying what he said if they can say they're not contenders?
Wrong.
Okay, cool.
There's nothing wrong. No. Z Farm should have said the same thing. Z Farm should have said we're not contenders, but if you get in the playoffs, anything can happen, dog.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, I have a question.
And you guys,
see, that's my problem with you, Z Farm. If you have Kyle Hamilton.
I guarantee you, deep down inside, Jordan Woods thinks that they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I guarantee. So why would I want to make the playoffs? Why would I want to make the playoffs?
I think that we can't beat Philly or LA. If there's a scenario you can present to me where we don't have to beat one of them teams in the playoffs, cool.
So basically,
I don't think that exists.
Yeah.
So, you said what?
So basically, you think you're done in round 2, divisional round.
Yeah, but it's still better than not making playoffs, bro. It's still
listen. I think we're done in round 1. I don't want to make the playoffs if we're done in round 1 because nothing changes.
Hold on. Wait a minute. If you play the Colts in the round 1, you can't beat them.
If we make the playoffs, we are going to win the division. We're not making the fucking playoffs as a wild card. It's not going to happen. It's physically, it's actually mathematically not possible.
So you play the Jaguars. So you play the Jaguars in round 1 in Baltimore. We're losing fucking round 1. Get the fuck out of here.
We don't know who's going to be there though.
Well, I'm just saying one of the wild card teams.
Okay, are you saying that, Z Farm? Because I don't want to put words in your mouth. Are you saying that?
I don't think. Have you seen Jacksonville's defense?
And that'd be LA. Wouldn't it be LA? That'd be LA. That'd be LA though. Wouldn't it be from
whatever Chargers, Jacksonville, whatever it is.
Have you seen that defense? Have you seen
he said one of
those weapons?
No, he's saying
whatever.
Well, I'm not saying what he's saying. I'm not saying what he's saying, but I do understand why he's saying that though. I'm gonna ride. If we play Chargers, if we play Jacks, I'm with the guys. I'm picking the Ravens to win. I want to make that very
Hold on. You think Justin Herbert, with all the time in the world, is going to lose the Ravens?
Well,
basically,
I'm not there.
Basically, in a practice setting.
I'm not.
That's when you are a quarterback of the other team, you are in a practice setting when you play us. You don't get pressured.
Hold up, they're backup tackles though. Actually, you know what? I don't care.
Okay, the Bengals are one of the worst O-lines in the league, and we made them look like a fucking one of the fucking Patriots O-lines that Brady had.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you have Lamar Jackson and Kyle Hamilton, the best at both positions in your opinion, pretty much, because you really think Lamar's QB1, and you obviously think, and everybody thinks that Kyle Hamilton's safety 1, and you said that those are the two guys. That's why we're this good. That's why we could do this. So we could do that. There's no way you're going to pick against the fucking Lamar Jackson-led Ravens against Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert and Chargers.
I'm picking against John Harbaugh. I'm not picking against him. I'm picking against John.
Yeah, but that's so then your talent's not that good enough if you can't overcome.
Why does coaches not matter to you? You think coaches? Wait.
Coaches do.
Hey, wait. So don't ever speak on your offensive coordinator again. Then go ahead though. Go ahead. Don't speak on him for the rest of the season. Don't speak on your offensive coordinator for the rest of the season. What is his name? What's his name? I hear you, Jordan Wilson, too. What is your offense? I don't give a fuck about last year. Do not speak on your offensive coordinator the rest of this season. What is his name? What's offensive coordinator name?
Yes, Kevin Patullo sucks, but I never came off the stance.
Don't speak on him again.
I never came off the stance that we can't win.
All right.
That's the difference.
Say less. I hear you. Say less.
That's how Roseman built a fucking god squad around Jalen Hurts.
Yes, we did. I agree with you.
And I said you guys are the best team.
But
in the
you
league.
guys have, and you're second. And you said before the season you're second best roster in the league.
Why you lying? He never said what you said earlier. Good. You try to lie on my dog. I hear you, Jordan. What's up?
So you said you guys are not contenders, right? Just like the Lions, the Chiefs, whatever. Like you guys are contenders.
Whoa.
Right? No, which is fine. No.
Wait, when did I say that though? Wait, y'all, am I going crazy today? When did I say that?
No, Z-Farm said it. Z-Farm said it.
Ed still got them in the Super Bowl.
Wait, Ed, you still think you're contenders?
I'm picking my guys. Whoever we play in the playoffs, I'm picking my guys.
He got them in the Super Bowl, bro.
I'm picking my guys.
Hey, he got the fan. Hold on.
If I remember correctly, the exact quote was, if the Lions fans can change their tune, if the Chiefs fans can change their tune,
but he was speaking to Z Farm.
I said, why can't Z Farm do it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you take personal offense to that?
Okay.
I'm still here. Again, I do agree with a lot, if not all, everything that Z Farm said. But I'm not going to go out and say we make the playoffs losing to the Chargers or the Jaguars today. I'm not doing that. I'm just
no. That's fine. No. So
if they genuinely win a playoff game, I'll be shocked this year.
No,
I might not even come in.
I asked you in the you got y'all in the bowl, bro. You not running.
Yeah, you can say that too. And we make the playoffs. I'm just gonna be wrong. Snowman Sports. I appreciate that raise. Snowman Sports. Thank you.
Wait, Jordan, what are you saying?
No, I wanted to make sure your stance is obviously you getting the offs. Mm-hmm. It's up for anybody in the AFC, basically, right?
Hopefully, yep. Long as Lamar Jackson, Nah, granted. I do want to say this. I do want to say this though. Hold on. I was at work the other day, and somebody came in there with a Ravens gear on. I was at work the other day, and somebody came in there with Ravens gear on, and I literally said the same thing that Z-Farm said. Lamar Jackson will not be healthy the rest of this season. The facts are the facts. Lamar Jackson will not be healthy the rest of this season. But I am not man enough. If y'all want to call me a pussy or a chicken or whatever, I cannot pick against Lamar Jackson. I'm just going to have to see them lose. Like, I'm going to have to see them lose in the playoffs. Yeah, now, he's picking against...
You're not man enough. You're not man enough to bet on him.
He's picking against John. I will bet. Probably
the last 4 years.
I will bet.
Nothing changed.
I feel like...
Okay, if you get...
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Snowman, thank you for that raid. If you are watching after that raid, I want to let y'all know Fact and Stats is a daily sports show, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure y'all follow the Twitch page right here, or you can subscribe to the YouTube, which is Facts and Stats. And Snowman Sports, thank you again for that raid. Now, what you saying, Process?
So if you get into the playoffs, you're betting with them?
Yeah, if we get into the playoffs, yes. I'm not. Bro, who do you think I am, nigga? I'm a Ravens. I'm a Ravens fan. I'm a Ravens fan. Yes.
Yeah, Process.
At the time, a month ago, I made one statement. I will not bet against the Chiefs. I will bet it, but now I don't really care who it is. If we play the Patriots, I'll bet. If we play the Broncos, I will bet. Well, hold on the Broncos. That's a lie.
That's what I think confidently.
Whoa! I've been confident in the Broncos. I've been confident in the Broncos. We ain't doing that.
Confident. It's just no. I know me and you both been confident.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying. I'm surprised that you. I'm surprised that with that matchup came up. You feel that way.
Because they'll be home. That defensive line is crazy.
Okay, so
can I make a bet with him real quick?
I'm not mad.
Wait, can I bet you something real quick? Can I bet you something? Hold on 1 second, Jordan, because I bet you lose 2 more games in the regular season.
They probably do.
That'll be so dumb.
No, hold on, D-Farm.
Process. I know I had 11 prediction, but yeah,
you think they're going to make the playoffs?
I'm not. Process. We have a bet already that I'm going to win. We have a bet, a lot of them actually. Gibbs and Bijan, Olave and JCM, and Ravens Bengals division. I'm still going to win them 3 bets, so I don't care. Wait, matter of fact, I'll give you a bet now. What you want to bet? 2 more games? No, we got the Packers and Patriots. I'm not doing that. And the Steelers twice. And the Bengals. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
I'm not
doing that.
I'm not looking at that Patriots.
Wait, so the Packers, Patriots,
wait, hold
Bengals,
on.
Steelers.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You said you're always gonna wait.
All
right, hold up.
I'll give you a bet, but I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that.
That might have been a must-win yesterday.
I got 50. I get 50 on them.
Now you understand?
That might have been a must-win, bro. I can't.
Wait, you got 50. You got 50 with the
Patriots. Yeah.
Okay, when that week come, we can bet.
I got 50. Okay, if they're healthy, if y'all are healthy, I got okay. When it comes, you're always gonna bet with your guys, right? You're always gonna bet with your guys, all right? Right? I got 50 with the Bengals, the Patriots, and the Packers. The next 3 games, so just get ready.
Packers game, no. Bengals, the Patriots, okay.
Jordan, literally the only game I am confident, like truly confident, 100% that this team will win in the next 5 is that Patriots game. It's fucking fine. Because I want to see these guys fucking lose. Those guys have been talking shit all year. I want to see Lamar beat the Patriots because they, all
that game. When is that game?
Patriots. December 21st.
Right.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna split. Okay. They're gonna split with the fucking Steelers.
We know they're not
They're gonna beat the Bengals. I think they split with the Bengals, so they beat the Bengals next game. They're gonna split with the Steelers, and they're gonna split with the Patriots and Pats. So they're gonna lose 2 more games at least.
They're gonna beat the Patriots. They're gonna lose to the Packers. They're gonna split to the Steelers.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I just said.
I hope the Ravens give you the happiness that you deserve. Whatever that looks like.
You beating you guys is nothing.
We're not even home in the Bengals game, Shan. You don't got to be a munch, bro.
Yeah,
I promise you, Z-Farm, that game means a lot more for y'all than it does for us.
What's the Steelers division record?
Nah, not really.
Letdown, bro. What a letdown year.
Because
You guys lose. You got to play in the first round.
We're both 2-1.
And you had the AFC, and you had the AFC wide open.
3-1. Y'all 3-1.
Away.
Or what?
No, we're
3-1 the division.
No, we're 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, that's gonna come down to division record.
We need Buffalo to beat them this weekend, which I think Buffalo's winning.
That's why, by the way, this is why
even if they beat Buffalo and we beat them, we're
still
first.
You know Buffalo's out. You know Buffalo's out both the tackles, right?
Even if Buffalo beats them, we win next week, we're still gonna be first.
Wait, what does that have to do with Pittsburgh?
No, because I made a statement.
Okay.
Yeah, even if Buffalo, even
if they
beat
both tackles being after Pittsburgh sucks.
Because I'm picking Pittsburgh to beat them.
Cool. Yeah, I think they do beat Pittsburgh.
Even if Pittsburgh beats them, all we have to do is beat them next week, and we're still going to be first.
Yeah. Win your division games, and you're straight.
You want to make that trade, Z-Farm? Y'all beat the Packers for us, we'll beat the Steelers for y'all. How about that?
You don't want Kansas City to make the playoffs so bad.
We're not being if that Packers team that showed up yesterday, 50% shows up against us, we're not winning that game. I'm telling you right now.
Y'all O-line is trash too.
Micah Parsons is 3 sacks.
Oh yeah,
we called 3 sacks yesterday. He got 2.5.
I like a Parsons 5.
Oh wait, that game's in Green Bay, ain't it?
A snowy Lambeau.
It's a hard game. Yeah, it's in Green Bay.
Yeah,
you might as well put out
that offense is gonna look.
And Ev, I know your whole game. You want Kansas City to miss the playoffs just in case y'all miss the playoffs. You can say, well, Mahomes missed the playoffs too.
Wait, what?
Just like Lamar.
That was way out the park process. Yeah, you're just.
I was thinking that the whole time when you were talking about Kansas City not making playoffs. I was like, this motherfucker don't want him to make playoffs, so he can say Mahomes ain't make playoffs, just like Lamar ain't gonna make.
As a football fan, I don't want to see it now.
Yes, because your fucking top 3 quarterback missing playoffs.
I don't care if the Chiefs miss the playoffs. I have no smoke with the Chiefs.
And that trash ass fucking defense.
As a football fan, if the Chiefs and Ravens miss the playoffs, we are seeing all-time low numbers in playoff. I'm telling y'all right now. All-time low playoff rating.
Process to be very clear. Process to be very clear, though.
The sport is going to die.
Shut the fuck up,
I'm not tuning in to Bo Nix versus Daniel Jones. I'm not.
Why do you just stop running?
Steelers, Texans playoff.
Why did you just cook that up?
Who's watching that?
Why did you just cook that up?
Because I think that I was thinking about it the whole time, and I just thought about it again, and I'm like, that's why this motherfucker don't want to make playoffs. Doesn't want Kansas State to make playoffs.
When did I say out my mouth? I don't want the Chiefs to make the playoffs.
No, you never said it. You never said it. I can tap into your mind, and I could exactly know what you were thinking. He don't want Kansas City to make playoffs.
Why don't I want them to make the playoffs,
bro? Exactly.
Because you want to say Mahomes missed playoffs just like Lamar.
I have the Ravens making the playoffs though. Where are you going with that, buddy?
Yeah, but in case you don't, though, I'm saying.
I don't. It's no in case with me. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to win the division. You want to bet it on? You want to bet on that right now?
No, it's fine.
You want to bet on it right now?
Quarterback in the AFC. Good God.
That you don't win that you don't make playoffs.
That we're going to win the division. You want to bet on it right now?
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, let me see Kansas. Let me see the
I'll put it on the
Steelers.
screen for you. Don't be worried. Oh yeah, I'll put it in the schedule and everything. Whatever you need, I'll put it up for you.
I'm not even gonna lie though. I
they
didn't
play us.
You got us losing to the. You got us losing to the Packers. You already got us losing 2 more games minimum. You got us losing to the Bengals.
Yeah, 2 more games, but the Steelers could lose. Like they got the Bills, they got the Lions. No, I'm not making that.
They got the Dolphins. They got the Dolphins,
and they got y'all twice.
They got
twice. They got to hope to split.
They got the Browns too.
It doesn't matter. I don't think Pittsburgh is good either. What's Cincinnati's schedule? They might fuck around and win this.
It's sweet, but they got the Bills and the Ravens.
Bills and Ravens and some trash after that.
Yeah.
That's tough though. I think they lose to the Bills.
You know how bad though. You all understand how bad that is for both teams. Like the Steelers had a 5-game lead on the division. All for the Bengals to cut. Like, bro, Tomlin and Harbaugh being fired same off. That's fucking crazy. I hope it happens, but like Jesus Christ, like that's
Zach Taylor got to go. Zach Taylor got to go too.
If the Bengals beat the Bills, then we can make the bet.
You're so
well. We already have that bet. So
I wanted to double down on the bet. That's the thing.
Bro, I promise you.
I'll see if the Bills win next week.
I promise you the Bengals will lose on one of those last 3.
Yeah, no, the Bengals are going to lose to the Bills. The Bengals are going to lose to the Bills. I mean,
that Dolphins game, Devon Achane.
All right, so you got them beating us in 2 weeks.
No, I just said that. I said I think y'all split. So they won one. Then you beat them. I think you split with Pittsburgh and you split with the Packers and the Patriots. But that's still, even if you lose 2 games, you still have a chance, bro. You can win this division at 9-8. That's how shitty this division is.
8-9 for real.
Swiper said
8-9. Nah, 8-9.
No, yes,
Swiper said
no, it
them
could, but I
Broncos.
don't think that will happen.
Swiper said tell them Broncos are going to the bowl. It's a better 2015 all over again.
I don't think they're gonna go.
So we're comparing.
I just heard somebody. Bro, I just heard somebody say something about the Texans, bro. They bro, if they get.
Which that's a team that I genuinely like. No troll. That's a team that can win playoffs. That's the team I'm looking at. Oh my!
Like, hey, I'm telling people coming around.
OG,
and
you're
Stroud
so,
is a
OG,
big
you're so
my.
corny, OG.
Bro, all
What
that
say?
shit.
What would you say?
Bro, this man
Like,
said
fuck
the
Denver.
he said the AFC North and the
I'm
NFC
rocking
South.
Houston.
Hey, L.
OG, I know you was watching that game
All
yesterday.
that take is
That
CJ
Chiefs
Stroud
game yesterday.
playing
I
good
know you was
football.
watching
Hey,
that game.
idiot,
Bro.
bro. He left the Cowboys for no reason. What's up, Swiper?
He left when it's and now they gonna be good again. He gonna
Now they're good.
Yep.
That trade train changed everything. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you,
Bro. OG over here cursing another team. As soon as he lead the Cowboys, they start winning again. They look the best they've looked in years, despite their record. And then on top of that, Z-Farm talking about low ratings. Hey, Z-Farm, you know what we're going to get this year that you ain't going to get? A Super Bowl bid. That's where we're going. They were talking about these low ratings. That defense is going to carry.
I said a bid.
I can't.
You ain't even said a Super Bowl ring. You said a Super Bowl bid.
Jordan,
considering he's a Denver sports fan, that would be a highlight for him. Shout out to you.
You know how much
I know you guys don't hang banners much. I know you guys don't hang banners much in Denver. Shout out to you.
Does he not know the history of Denver?
Yo, how poetic would it be if the Cowboys? How poetic?
I do actually.
How poetic would it be if I would hate
talk to me about the Rockies?
But could you imagine if they fucking make a run and get into the playoffs?
I mean, that's why my bold prediction. My prediction was them to win the division.
Wait a second. No.
Can you imagine if the Cowboys get in the playoffs and they get to the NFC?
Yeah, I can. I think they're a better football team.
Bro, that would be the great. No, you don't think that's gonna happen. Last week you said it was impossible.
I predicted them to win the division, brother. You forgot.
3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, he said it's impossible. Jordan, remember?
No, hold on. No, 3 or 4 days ago, when I tried to entertain this possibility,
it's still not entertained. I'm still not entertaining.
Yeah, I'm not
entertaining. Bro, we're not doing this shit.
No. But Jordan Wilson. I said, how poetic would it be
Shout out to Ryan about the Texans.
If they make a run, that OG would be out on the run. That would be poetic. If they make this big run, oh my god!
Nah, OG gonna crawl back. He watched it. Trust. He watched
every
game.
No, he's out.
Sports, I just followed you, man. I'm gonna tap
He's glued to every game process. Trust. He's still a Cowboys fan.
I don't give a fuck. No, he's out. I hope they fucking win something. And
he's just a secret Cowboys fan, bro.
He's an idiot, bro.
Out.
Last but not least, real quick, he's an idiot. He left for no reason. He left because they traded Micah Parsons. Like, granted, shout out to Micah Parsons, but don't give up. Look what they did after that trade.
That trade looks good for them, by the way.
100%.
And I was right on
that. It's like a win-win.
Me and Shaggy were the only
two first. You get Kenny, and now you got Quentin Williams.
It could end up being a win-win.
Bro, no, it's a massive win-win. The Cowboys got better in this trade, and like me and Shaggy said in the offseason, we're right. So thank you.
Yeah, but it was a win for Green Bay too.
Yeah,
okay, it was a massive win for the Cowboys.
It's a massive win for both, bro. So far.
For Green Bay?
Damn, the Giants are the only team that's statistically eliminated from the playoffs. Funny.
Chargers on.
And the whole entire league. So all the
the AFC is that ass. Damn.
That's crazy.
Imagine if it's no Mahomes and Lamar in the playoffs, bro.
No, wait, time out. You said the Giants. I'm like, wait a second. Don't the Titans got one win?
I think they gotta have more than one.
No Mahomes. No Lamar, Josh out in the first round, all-time low numbers, divisional round, all-time low.
You're
the
have
sport,
Bo
hockey,
Nix
basketball,
basketball
going to be up in January.
Y'all so casual. I'm so glad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm big on the Ravens. Everybody know how I feel about the Ravens. Joe Burrow too, but everybody know how I feel about Lamar and Joe. Like, I think this is an issue. Z-Farm, you should be ecstatic if the Broncos make it, because you know what? I would be ecstatic if the Ravens made it. I've been pushing more Lamar prop than anybody that's not a Lamar, like an actual Ravens fan, 4 years, bro. If the Broncos are able to turn around on Russell Wilson's contract is still on the books, and they make it to the Super Bowl,
in year 3 of Sean Payton, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all gotta wake up.
Nobody will care, bro.
Horrible for ratings.
That's cool. Yeah,
I hate to say it, nobody will care, bro.
That's fine. I know I'm not trying to clown you because you're my friend. But
a
Lions fan talking.
I'm just saying nobody. That's not gonna make that's not gonna make anybody care anymore, though. What you just said, though.
That's cool. That's cool. Guess what? I'll enjoy the 4th Super Bowl we won.
Yes, I'm not saying you should enjoy it.
That'd be great.
I can't wait. I'm gonna enjoy that.
It's still gonna be. It's still gonna be one of the highest viewed Super Bowls in the NFL like history.
Yeah, I mean it's football.
I know you regret those. You mad as hell the Cowboys beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
It sounds like Matthew Stafford
every game. He is a Cowboys.
You're gonna see a massive spike in the halftime show and then drop.
Wait. Hey, by the way, Ev, you know how big it would be? Bad Bunny, the halftime show in Denver's there. You know how many Mexicans we got in Colorado? The amount of Spanish speakers we got here, it's gonna be crazy.
Swiper.
Crazy.
Swiper. That's Swiper. And that's why I need to hurry up and get on it. I am going to make something. I'm not going to tell you what, but it's going to say 2 words on it. Humble up. And I'm going to put it right behind me, Swiper. Just chill. Swiper. Just
No.
Just chill. Just
I don't got to humble for being excited.
Okay.
Why do I got to humble for being excited?
Okay, just chill. Let it all happen if it's going to happen.
But hold on. No.
Swiper.
You don't get to do
Swiper.
this.
Swiper. No. Let me tell you one thing. Swiper, I don't want to see you tweet about Bo Nix and how he's holding the team back going forward. Then, okay? Don't speak on Bo Nix in a negative way no more. Okay?
No. I see. That's the thing. I'm not a super fan like you. If he plays bad, I'm gonna say he plays bad. That's it. If he plays well, I'm gonna say he plays well.
I already said Lamar played bad
Jordan
today.
But Jordan Wood. But the thing is, you don't tweet it because you're a fan and you don't want to look bad on the timeline in front of Ravens fan. He's been trashed the last 4 games. Awful the last 4 games. Now I keep saying, no. Literally, y'all. Hold on. Process is objective. Lamar has been bad for 4 straight games. I want y'all to realize the last 3 games. Hold on. The last 3 games leading into this one are the worst 3-game stretch he's had since his prime started as a passer. And then he had a stinker yesterday. That's 4 at least below mid to awful games he's played straight. Now he's injured. I'm giving him credit for that.
Where are you going with this, though? Where are you going with that?
But because that's the issue. I will say that on the timeline about Bo, and people get pissed about it, but I don't care. If he's playing bad.
I was too. I don't even know how many tweets I had during that game. I was too locked into the game to be tweeting about Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's your fault.
I came on the show and I made sure I made them statements for things that I
but I tweet during the game. So you bringing up my tweets knowing that I tweet during the game based on what I'm saying.
But it's irrelevant. But you come on here and you talk about y'all going to the Super Bowl and Super Bowl bid and Super Bowl bid that. But then we'll tweet.
Yes.
Joe Bo Nix will hold the team back. So which one is it?
When's the last time I said that?
I'm about to say, hold on. You tweeted that this year, buddy. Hold on.
No. When's the last time I said it? The Raiders game, right?
You think I clock your tweets and know the dates and stuff like that?
Okay, well, you obviously do because you follow my time bringing them up.
I don't click your page and go scroll on swipe on Twitter. No, I don't do that. I only see what pops up on my timeline.
Watch this. What did I say during the Chiefs game about Bo?
Swiper, I don't see your tweets every single game, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, again, I said he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. And I came in here and said he outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
We're in here on Sundays. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't just pick up my phone and be scrolling and looking for
games in here. So, like, we don't even really.
No, but what is Av talking about? So you bring up my tweets when it's convenient, but not when it's not convenient for you?
I only bring up what I see. I'm sorry, I don't look at all your tweets. What do you want me to do?
So we're bringing up
it's not Sunday, and I'm like, okay, let me go look at Swiper Cam. Got a tweet about Bo Nix today.
If you have a limited perspective on what I feel about Bo Nix, why would you then mention him on the show?
It's not limited. Because I saw tweets of it, and I also heard you also voice those same opinions, brother, numerous times.
Yeah, weeks ago. And by the way,
but you did it more than once, though. Where is this going? I like the Broncos team. Where is this going? Lamar been bad. I like the Broncos team.
Because of what's happening, it's about the way you frame things. Because Jordan Wilson and everybody else came up here and said he played bad versus the Jets. They scored 11 points. We don't want to move him up. He played bad versus the Raiders. We don't want to move him up. Matter of fact, let's move him down. And I'm saying the same thing that I'm seeing, you all are seeing. It's inconsistent play. But when he plays well, they're dominant.
Yeah,
like that's 100%. The thing. If he just plays well, there's no one that's going to beat them because of what the defense does on a night in, night out basis versus that team. But that's what the season's going to come down to. No, I'm sorry. We'll see the Rams if they get there, but I'm not as moved by the Rams personally, by everybody else. That's just me though. So no disrespect. No disrespect.
We'll see you if we see you.
November 7th. No, it's all on Bo Nix. The issue is he has okay.
Yep.
Okay.
November 7th.
I didn't see this, by the way. This was sent.
Do you think it's hate, by the way, Swiper, for me to say that I don't?
No.
I can't count on him to play well 3 games in a row.
No, it's not because he's a second-year quarterback. He's been inconsistent. No, it's not hate at all. But that's my whole point, though. Like, even when he plays bad, they're in a position to win the game. But as soon as he plays good, they win. But I think that's the thing. Is like last week, I think was a big step for him. He played phenomenal for most of the game versus the Chiefs. He was bigger. He was better in the bigger moments than Mahomes was. They play versus Mariota on Sunday. They play versus Geno Smith again. So they'll be looking at 11-2, hopefully. And then from there, they can beat the Packers. They can beat the Chiefs. They can beat the Chargers. They might win 13, 14 games this year and go into the playoff with a bye. And then you got to come to Denver twice to play in Denver versus that team, versus either the Bills. I hope it's the Bills and the Patriots because the Bills will get washed. And then the Patriots, they come to town, then, now what's up? Like, everything's on the line. You got 2 second-year quarterbacks on the line, and I trust one defense way more than the other. The skill position players for the Broncos will be there. J.K. Dobbins will be back. I mean, that would be like a great football game. And so all this other stuff about the ratings being low, like, again, if you want to be casual about the quarterback, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, one of these first-time QBs is going to be in the AFC Championship. You're going to get a brand-new Super Bowl representative in the AFC. And because this is the AFC. The AFC, you have to have a full team. It's not just about your quarterback. You have to have an offensive line, defensive line, and skill players. And the Patriots got it better than everybody else. The Broncos got it better than everybody else. And that's the story. That's where the AFC is running through right now.
The Texans, for me, are a team that
Neither of y'all have that better than me, but all respect, though.
Texans too.
Because the Texans have a quarterback could get to a level of one of the guys that people like a lot.
But then the thing is, Drake May got pressure last week, and then he didn't look good. So I'm saying, like, it affects Drake too. Like, Drake just been, well, how I feel. He's been top 3 for me all year, so this is not slander. But Drake last week versus the Bengals, he just didn't look great, and I think he was uncomfortable in the pocket, especially after the offensive line got decimated. So if you put Drake versus the Broncos pass rush plus the DBs, I mean, that's going to be that's a big mountain to overcome, and then they won't be able to run the ball. Because, Zach Allen and John Franklin Myers and Jones are there, and then they got Drake Greenlaw behind them. Like, that's just going to be a lot of pressure on him. So I'm saying it's going to be harder for Drake than it will be for Bo.
They've been a team that's relying on Drake to make downfield throws, and he's been able to make them. So I don't think we do a lot of things at an elite level. We do a lot of things well.
Yeah, Drake is just an insane D-ball, bro.
Realistically, if you're talking about, obviously, making a Super Bowl, winning it, I think we're a year away from that, realistically. But, I mean, given, obviously, the state of the AFC, if they accidentally find themselves in a Super Bowl game, then it's, it is
well,
what
I think if you just look at the AFC right now, though, I think the formula, and so this, this is why Ev's behind the Broncos, and I think Jordan Woods, kind of late to the party. The formula is you have to be able to block, and you have to be able to pass rush, and you got to be able to make timely plays, and you got to have skill position players that can show up. And I think the home field advantage matters a lot. Because if you got to go play in New England, that's a lot to deal with. It might be cold there, it could be snowy, that's just a different beast. And then if you got to go play in Denver, that's just a different beast. So I think for me, it's just a matter of, I think that's what the AFC is going to come down to. It's going to finish in Denver or finish in New England, and you got to go on the road in 2 of the toughest places to play. And I think one really good defense, one currently all-time great, historically great defense, and then they're going to be healthy by that point. That's just going to be a lot to ask for. And I don't think Josh and them have the tools around them to do it this year. Now, the Texans, if I told y'all the 3 best teams in the playoffs might be the Texans, Patriots, and the Broncos, I don't even think people would be super mad about that.
All right.
No, that's not a terrible take.
All
right.
Nah, you're good. I just want to ask one more thing, y'all, before we get ready for this football game. Just want to ask you guys: Bears, Eagles, who do you have winning today? And I know more talks will continue, and I agree with what Swiper said. And Swiper, you got a lot to be happy about and excited about as far as the Denver Broncos, man. That'd be an amazing. That would not be bad for the sport, actually. More teams to try to build the way you got. Y'all just extended somebody on defensive line as well. What, 2 days ago, 3 days ago?
No, it's bad. It's bad.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. Swipe C Farm said it's bad.
Guys ain't gonna buy a Bo Nix jersey.
Nix jersey.
That's something to wear a white.
It is good for the sport in a way, though, because
why?
Because people won't hear the talk.
Your top 3 sellers are out in round 1.
No.
Whose fault is that? Be better, play better. Goodness gracious.
I'm saying
Bro, everybody up here have the Eagles winning the game today. I promise that can continue in Discord while we watching the game. Y'all got the Eagles.
Now, if the Bears do win, then the Bears got to be talked about differently. Exactly. They'll be 9-3 with win over the Eagles.
Yep. Competition need to change. I'm definitely rooting for the Bears.
Eagles should smoke these guys.
Yeah.
14 plus.
25 minutes. By the way, if you're on the Twitch or YouTube, or if you're in the Discord right now, you literally can just switch over to the Watch Party channel. I'm going to go ahead and pull that game up right now. Guys, I made a mistake. That game is on Amazon Prime, so I cannot share my screen with Georgia and Georgia Tech and more. I only can have the football game on. I thought it was nationally televised. I did not know that, so that's my fault. We're going to have to watch it on Twitch and or Prime, and I'll share my screen now and get that game pulled up. Everybody that came through to the show today, y'all, thank y'all so much. This was a great show. I'm going to now pass this live stream to someone else. We rate somebody. And either way, thank y'all so much for all the support today. Make sure y'all pull up to the Watch Party right now. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow on Twitch. And appreciate y'all for all the support.